Because tabletop sim takes its sweet time sometimes.
It does, yes.
It does. It does
Yes.
indeed.
Speaking of taking sweet time,
When's Lois supposed to be here?
when he
Sunday.
deems it suitable. Also, welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream.
Hello.
As Plamp said, Tabletop Simulator took its sweet time in showing us things in the right place.
Everything is fine.
Everything's fine.
Why not me on my end? It was just you guys.
Yeah.
It did not glitch out in horrific ways for most of us.
It behaved for Dark.
For the vast majority of us. Yes. And it is A-okay.
It's A-okay. But yeah, we are mostly here. So we can introduction if you happen not to have been here for the previous part 0 of us setting up. This is Daggerheart, which is an in-progress beta thingy-bob RPG by the Critical Role folks, and they want people to break their game. So we have proudly taken up the baton of attempting to break a game.
I mean, so far we've already broken tabletop sim, so we're off to
well, that's not hard.
This is a staple for crispy streams, honestly. Breaking games.
Yeah.
Scuff.
But yeah, last time we set up our characters, largely, we've changed a few bits and bobs here and there.
Yeah.
But I'm sure Dark will do game stuff with regards to characters.
Yes, I'm sure, and he's already busy doing stuff. I'm sure.
Always busy.
Always busy. I mean,
music.
Dark had to go through and like change a bunch of stuff between streams anyway, like changing sheets and adding dice and doing things. So Dark's already put in a lot of work.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's put in all the work. Yeah.
I've transferred everything over to the new thing. I've put all the thing in the backgrounds and writing lots of fluff text and going, what the heck happens there? Make them do this so I don't have to. Ha ha ha. Because yes, this is a collaborative experience, so you can add stuff.
No.
And I will ask for suggestions and things to add.
Ooh. Exciting.
This is very much a game where I will look to people and be like, so how do you want to do this?
How good.
With gusto.
Yeah.
So,
Also, yeah.
Well, I know one thing we definitely have to
Lewis
fill
is
in.
doing Easter stuff today.
The names weren't filled in for those of us who hadn't filled them in before.
Communication error, Easter stuff. Lewis can't make it tonight.
He did mention that yesterday. He did say that he too is in the family doodad club tomorrow. Sorry, Easter holiday requires proof of life to the family instead of usual messaging. Yeah, he did mention that yesterday.
Right?
I misunderstood.
Presumably just visiting stuff, and then you cannot be there. That's my best guess.
Yeah, can't make tonight.
Family. Yeah, so you can't make the session tonight, but
So do we want to just start next week and do something else, or what? I don't know. Or do we want to do more setup this week?
Either. If he says that he will watch the VOD and catch up, I don't. It's okay, Lewis. It's okay. It's okay.
I mean, to me, full session 1 is something that you probably want to have as many people there as possible with.
Yeah.
But also, I am perfectly fine with putting it off for a week and using this week as another setup of things, if only to get people more used to what's going on. And also, we decided just this afternoon for me, more evening for you guys, I guess, to go, hey, let's do all of the homework right now that we were expected to do over the week.
Yeah, we could talk about connections.
I blame Discord threads for being dumb.
And we could also talk through the two things that our party's already done as well. And we could sort of go over details.
Yes, there is that.
Yeah, we could just
do more. We could, session 0. 0.2, something. I don't know.
Woohoo! We're counting about as well as the Kingdom Hearts series.
Oh god, no. We can do better than that. If we get to session 365 over 2, I'm leaving.
Whatever. I'm
Just
good
don't
with.
let Clover number things.
Yeah, no. Also, Max, don't
They'll
let
steal a
Max number
number.
things either. But yeah. Or actually, no. Yeah, definitely don't let Clover number things. Yeah. I'm honestly good with whatever Dark and like everybody, what y'all want to do. I'm yeah.
Me
I'm good
too.
either way.
Well,
I'm
we've
just
got
scribbling things I missed last week by being tired.
scribble.
I'm trying to rewrite one of my experiences.
There
I
is
was
that.
able
We do have to do some editing now that we've filled some things in and figured out some
Yeah,
ideas.
and did you change the? I imagine Dark changed the domain cards to the ones that the updated ones.
Yep, I got my
Okay,
updated one.
gotcha. Nice. Okay. I was able to edit the experience on the character sheet. I think the notepad is locked, but or was
There's a
earlier.
button at the bottom to unlock it.
Oh, neat. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I locked them so that when you're like scrolling around, you don't accidentally like click on it and press a button to like move left and right and delete everything that's kept happening.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah,
that's fair,
or
that's
just get a
very
whole
fair.
line of
Okay.
A's because you're like, I'm going to move over.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm still
Oh
clicking
yeah,
click on
or
Notepad.
S or W.
And now
or
my
something,
Notepad is
yeah.
just screaming at me.
So I'm changing my notepad to say like has been adopted by Clover and is not aware of it because I think that is funny. I think that's very funny, so I'm gonna go for that rather than is fine with it. What are you doing, Chris?
I was also going to change one of my thingies, and I forgot about it.
Oh,
But now I'm
gotcha.
trying to find it.
Gotcha. Okay, never mind. Gotcha.
Yip-a-doo. That's fine. Anyway, yeah. So what are we chatting about backstories and bits and bobs?
I would prefer to play because the backstory stuff will come out as things happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's fair. That's very fair.
We've got the basics, and that's the thing. And you know, the point is, as things progress, things will happen and be like, "Oh, this reminds me of the time such and such," and so forth. It's
gotcha.
Like
Yeah, that makes sense.
You only need like the barest of bones.
Bare
like you
bones.
all know how
Yeah.
you've met and stuff, and there are like backflashes are a thing, all that sort of thing. This is more of a narrative-y thing.
Gotcha.
I'm still feeling disconnected and not really ready. So I might just play for time while I fix shit and possibly rename my entire character.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
Like the
But,
stats
yeah,
are there, the numbers are there. I could
Yeah.
like
We'll just play in the meanwhile
participate
and
in
you'll
the
figure
combat
it out on the
encounter.
go.
Yeah. Yeah, don't worry.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. I just need to work quickly.
Alright. Well, Dark, start us off. We're giving you the floor.
Yeah.
Let us play.
Yeah.
Okay. So, momentary cat break because I need to go and retrieve Holly.
The true
Okay.
chaos
Because
demons.
I thought she'd scarpered, because I have not been able to find her all day. I was worried she like ran out the door when I go and get my like pizza, and I went out looking for her and everything, and then she just saunters in and I'm like, what? Where were you?
Aww. Aww.
Oh,
Cats.
yeah. I will.
Cats
return
be like that. Yeah.
DM's gone. Time for gremlin hours.
I don't know
I'm
what
gonna-
you're talking about.
Gonna try something and I think it'll be bad. Okay, yeah, this is where all this stuff is.
What are you trying?
I'm trying to find the thing.
It's
What
trying
kind?
to find the thing, a domain thing, I guess. Keep in mind, some of the domain cards are for like higher level things.
Yeah. I'm sure there was another one in here somewhere. Give me the low level
Do you
ones.
know if it was in the which domain it was in? Because remember, you've got two.
I thought it was in this one.
Yeah,
Did
he's been looking
someone
in
else
that
maybe
domain.
take it?
Is
I
that a
don't-
shared domain? Let's
think
see,
so.
what domain is that?
Sorry, I'm just being awkward and trying to work stuff out.
What is the trouble?
There is no trouble, it's
He's-
fine.
No trouble. Okay.
Chris is. No, you can speak up, Chris. It's okay.
No, it's good, it's good.
He was still thinking about maybe changing one of his domain cards, but he couldn't remember what he wanted to change it to.
There was
So
something
he's trying to
about
find.
pickpocketing that made more sense than what I had, but I can't find it, so it's fine. We'll carry on.
There's the deft one?
I don't know. Whoops. Dark Whispers. Hush.
Okay. So you can also like right click on them and search for stuff.
There's only one more in there. There is. I don't see a deft. Oh,
That one, I think.
where'd that come from?
That's the closest one to like pickpocketing the pick and pull.
Yeah, still not. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Thank you. Why was that in? Why was that in a pair? That was weird. Sorry. I'm just derailing everything. Right, I'll put that back.
Don't worry about it.
All the
Yeah,
worries.
because everything else so far has been so streamlined.
He'd pick his shins when you see him next.
I'll flip the table, so help me.
Okay, I can no longer disguise myself as anyone, but I'm pretty good at lock picking and pocket picking. I'm a picker.
Nice.
I mean, all things considered, you are a robot.
Exactly. Makes more sense.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are you going to do to disguise yourself as someone else? Put on a very fake mustache?
more magnetic mustaches.
You could put on Callie Bradley like face mask.
Oh, that
Okay,
has the potential of getting really, really weird, though.
Just draw it on my face.
How do I change the reassurance card? Because we had a duplicate of that, so I was gonna change it to a beacon instead.
So if you right click on this thing here, your wizard deck, or your bag, there is a search option, and then you want to look for things that say just say like 1,
Oh, I see.
and that's all your level 1 stuff. And then
Thank
you should
you.
be able to drag it out, and then swap them around and put them back. Yeah. So for the start, everyone will have something different, but if you want duplicates of stuff later on, you're welcome to. But I don't know, to test things out, probably better for everyone to have something different.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Cool.
But yeah, and
This is
as this is a
neat.
playtest, like.
Although
at
I can
the
tell that you built this off of playing cards because the previews of the bag just has a bunch of like kings and queens and jacks.
Yeah.
So
It's like
we're playing poker.
when it hasn't loaded in the texture yet, it's like, here's the Jack of Diamonds.
Oh, that was the guy who made it. So. Yeah. But yeah, as this is playtest, like at the end of session, if there's stuff you want to swap around and everything, that it's quite welcome. 'Cause
Yeah.
We're testing things out. We don't know how things work.
We're trying it out.
Trying it out.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So we begin. That is this one. Okay, so the first bit is, well, clearing up your beginning adventure and trying to figure out how that all went down. So, I will ask people questions. Everyone can tune into things, add to things, flesh them out, however you want. So, Cheeb,
Yes.
how did you track down the bandits?
Probably like the most akin to like how a hound would sniff things out, just like on all fours scampering through like and getting trails that way. Just very scampering.
I'm just
Okay.
imagining Clover just climbing on all of the things, looking around, finding quote unquote clues that most of the party don't know why that's relevant, but it worked, so I guess, sure.
Yes.
Meanwhile, the goat was already
Okay.
walking in that direction.
So, Hero, how did you engage the bandit?
I would we're after these bandits, right? Yeah.
Yes. We found them
Bandits in the woods.
In the woods. Okay.
Yeah, about a old abandoned temple. Well, temple ruins. Could be.
I think I'd try to vicious entangle them to stop them. If are they running from us or?
Well,
no?
Clover will have tracked them down.
Clover tracked them down. Okay.
And then,
I mean,
how did you engage them? What did you play? So you were then tackling them and providing like support and stuff.
yeah, that seems right. Of just like making sure they don't go anywhere.
Yeah, I'll try to vicious entangle them. Yeah. After Clover tracked them down.
Yeah. So, then after feeding the bandits, you went down into the ruins to try and find the rest of them. It didn't quite seem like there was enough of them compared to the tails. And you saw the Guardian of Temples just wreck all of them. So, Christy, what were the Guardians? Where did they come from? What civilization might they have been of?
The Guardians?
What was the Guardian?
Yeah, we just found a Guardian. Just make something up.
Yeah, we tracked the bandits.
Yeah, it could be a giant robot, it could be a big creature, it could be just like a spell or something like that. What do you think it was? What sort of thing would you want in this world that you would have encountered and then run away from immediately?
Oh, something like an insecty basilisk type of thing.
Ooh.
Oh.
I mean, that's something I'd run away from, yeah.
Yeah.
That's type of thing.
Yeah, no, I would run away from that too.
Like big poisonous baskets? We're talking like looks at them and turns them to stone.
I don't want to insert myself too much, but I think the latter, that'd be more terrifying.
It's a collaborative thing. If you're like, yeah, that sounds cool.
Usually when I think of basilisks, I do think of the ones that turn you to stone, because that's what I encounter most in like RPGs and stuff. And I also think of fake eyes, because goddamn you, Dark Souls.
There, you saw a big old
with big eyes.
yeah, so a big insectile sort of thing that was just turning people to stone. That's when you realised that all of the statues and stuff you'd seen before weren't actually from a place, they were from people who'd originally come in there.
Ooh.
So now that is inserted into the world, that can appear later.
Great!
Good.
So, Ragdoll, after you defeated the bandits and you made your way on with a couple of the merchants and stuff with a bit of safety, what did you encounter on the way to the town? Anything? Was it a nice day? What happened?
See, I had all these thoughts of other things that would go on with the event, but now you've caught me in a spot that I hadn't even thought of at all. Thanks for that.
Aha.
Well done.
Oh. Going back to the town. Okay, let's see.
He'd
Yeah,
be
so
just
this would be traveling to where you like currently. Well, that'd be like.
Oh, so this is us traveling from where we were dealing with the bandits to where we were dealing with
Sir Joel. Yeah.
Sir, yeah, the skeleton in the cave.
Yes.
Well, okay, so let's just put some breadcrumbs, I guess. Let's say let's say we were aware that there was potentially something going on because we passed some people traveling in the opposite direction. Some merchants, maybe. Or quote-unquote merchants.
They were definitely merchants, uh-huh.
Saying that makes me think Fame and Fortune.
You passed by some definite merchants. What were they peddling?
Unicycles.
Wares.
Oh. To make this serious or to make this silly?
Silly.
Right, Clover, you've got some new pronouns. They're definitely legitimate. They definitely didn't just fall off the back of the truck. No. Let's just say that probably a mix of things where it's like this looks like this is probably legitimate, and then there are some other things where you're just kind of like this feels like it might be legitimate, but also like this is spelled slightly wrong, so this is probably just I hate it when I forget words. Bootleg.
Counterfeited?
So like there's some legitimate
Yeah,
stuff, but
makes
you'll
sense.
go through there and it's like, hey, this is bootleg.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And just
And
passing
whether
it
or
off
not
as
they're
original.
aware of that it's bootleg or not, unclear. Or at least not immediately clear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice. You met some merchants in quotation marks, and then arrived in the next town over, where I'm spending some time there. There was a bit of a problem with some miners cracking into a tomb. So, Chris, as you are the most dignified person here, how did you set up the contract and what were the terms? What did you get out, or what did you and your party get out of this?
Out of what? Out of the helping out of the mine, or?
Yeah.
I guess the next question is, does Oppie even know what a contract is?
I assume he does. From people having signed contracts, not from signing them himself.
Well, having been the head of staff before, probably would have asked individual characters, what would you like out of this? Well, the first answer was, gold, please. But also, turns to others.
Wow, you've really passed the question on to us, huh?
That's what Oppie would do.
Experience.
I mean, we are working with a party of mostly people who haven't had gainful employment in a way where they sought out the gainful employment. Except for Luska, Bannock, and I guess potentially also Inky. Everyone else, if they've had jobs, like they were like, so like Opti and Anemone were made for their job, so it's not like they were filling out a contract to get the job. It's not like they did interviews. Although that would be very funny.
Also, I like what Miss is saying in chat. You're asking the Fae what they want? Brave move.
We're a traveling troupe, but we are also individuals.
True.
Clover, like, if the question is posed of what do you want, Clover is just gonna, like, go, a tooth. It's just a tooth.
You have teeth at home.
The
Yes,
teeth at home.
Another
A
tooth.
pile of teeth.
But more.
They're not the right teeth. I want one tooth.
Oh my god! I was thinking peddling amber because I just sorted through lots of amber for my mom, and also in that stuff I found a tooth, a baby tooth, and it's just weird. That's a weird coincidence.
Oh, there you go. That's Clover's thing.
Okie dokie.
Yes, a democratically chosen collection of rewards. However many of those are accepted as conditions, I don't know. But the backup is always gold,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
as far as OP is
So,
concerned.
upon getting your gold and miscellaneous amount of items,
Which may or may
you
not
will
include a
have
tooth.
ventured down into the tomb. Lewis will get a question next time. The lovely question of, you're a giant, how do you work in this tomb?
Yeah. How do we get you?
Just crawling.
I mean, okay,
Insert God
so
of War.
since Lewis and I have a bit of a connection there, I have a feeling the two of them have figured out something, if only because how does a giant work on a boat?
True. That's a good point. Yeah.
It's a big, but that will be for Lewis to decide next time. For now,
Okay.
you will have walked away past some skeletons to arrive at a rather one-sided dinner party with Sir Joel, who was actually just a nice chap, basically, and Clamp, of course. How did you convince Sir Joel to do what you did? Like, you convinced him to be a adventurer. How did you do that? Probably with help of friends as well, I imagine.
You, sorry, convinced them to do what?
To become an adventurer, as that was the consensus.
Yeah. We had to do an emotion on a post Stark made about our first mission or job and such, and the consensus was that we convinced the skeleton to become an adventurer.
As he was lonely, and well, the options were just kill him, you get a weapon, help him like live in the town, help the town for some armor, or him just going as an adventurer, and you might encounter him later, or for some magical loot, potentially magical loot.
Mm-hmm.
So, what arguments did you give this man to?
I think.
I'm gonna.
Also, if you're willing to go with it, Chief, I've decided that Inky is not their real name, and is absolutely just what Clover started calling them, and everybody else joined in.
Love that.
Sounds right.
Their actual name is Micah with a Y.
Oh, I like that. That's a nice name.
Okay.
And the way that they approached this was they sat down at the dinner party and used the sort of, like, crowd work barking that they remember from, like, circus-style days, and essentially, did, like, a step right up and sold the skeleton on, like, the wonders of the outside world, and instilled a sense of wanderlust into the skeleton.
Oh no, I can see that as a
And
kind of
it's like,
animated
if you go out and
musical
do
sequence.
jobs for people,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm imagining
You get money.
you get money, and money lets you go further.
Yeah.
So, Clamps, I don't know if you've read all of the comments in it, but one of the ideas that I sort of had was this idea that some of our younger members and less world-traveled members don't quite understand what the job is just yet. So Max is apparently under the impression that it's perfectly acceptable to be paid in experiences.
Well, the money
We
is
will have
good
to convince
too.
them
They
otherwise.
won't say no to the money, but they do find the experience to be more valuable to them anyway. But the money is good too.
If you're happy being paid in
Yeah.
experiences, then that's more gold for others, you know?
No, they'll still take their share. Nope.
As long as everybody's
So-
happy.
No.
That
Yeah,
idea
no.
builds off very well from that. Because
Yeah.
we've got Inky sort of spinning this tale, and then the sundry folks are like, oh yeah, and you can do this, and you can do this. And now we've...
Yeah.
Whether or not they are adding on to this bit on purpose or not will vary from individual.
Anemone is definitely on board with the whole. There's a vast, adventurous world out there, but from naive, isolated eyes, not from experience.
Yeah, so like Anemone, this is they've only known the tower. They left and decided to do another job. Has no idea what's going on. Oppie might have a better idea of what's going on, but I'm sure he would be committed to the, oh yeah, let's just go and do this thing. We could do this job a whole lot easier now if we just convince the guy to leave.
Oh no, Oppie's like, well, you seem very keen on, setting up meals for people and dinner parties and such. If you go on an adventure, you could fund a restaurant.
So a mix.
Yeah.
Also very not sure what's going on.
Oppie has one experience, which is going out into the world to get money to help build a hotel again. So he's like, well, I can basically do the same thing here. I can apply my experience, singular.
Okay. So yeah, Sir Joel will have donned like the rest of his armor, put on his helmet to kind of hide that he's a skeleton from immediate people, and bid you all farewell. And gave you some loot as a thanks.
Yay, Luke.
Nice.
So, could
Does it include a tooth?
Please, could somebody please roll me 2d12.
All right, who's rolling?
Oh.
When you're saying 2d12, just any d12, or do you mean the
I mean,
well, actually, we could just use the
D12.
action throw. It has 2d12 in it.
Yeah.
We have a
There's an
5.
11 and a 5.
11 and a 5.
Mm-hmm.
So a 16.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, total,
so
yeah.
he gives you probably like, hey, here's a skeleton key.
Love that.
Okay, so you can use this to make a finesse roll at advantage when attempting to open a locked door.
Oh, neat.
So that's I imagine that's probably an OP thing.
Yeah, that sounds right.
People convince OP that it's an OP thing. It's like, this isn't gold.
I mean, even if it wasn't an OP thing,
inserts the key in OP.
Just in the toaster at the top.
Yeah, just
Like, this is yours now.
open.
Okay. Yes.
I mean, I guess that brings up a good question. Is OP familiar with lockpicking stuff? Would he even know what it is?
Oh, absolutely. He works in a hotel and steals things
Okay.
from his customers.
Yeah.
Or does it just have like lockpicking
Of course
stuff
he
in his
does, yeah.
hands?
He also has the lock picking and thieving like
Exactly, yeah.
ability.
Yeah,
So I
you
should
just get
hope
that.
so.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at his abilities. I was building off mine and making sure they didn't
That's
overlap.
fair.
with
That's
everyone
very
else's.
fair.
Also, I literally
And
just
there is
added
no
that ability.
overlap
Lockpick.
between Cresp's abilities and my abilities.
Which does
So
mean that you now get double advantage
Double
when
advantage.
attempting to pick a lock.
2d6?
Oh,
Right?
neat. That's cool.
It's like, I don't know how to lockpick. This stuff is all just really easy to open.
Well, I'm used to having the keys to the hotel.
This door was locked.
who needs to pick a lock when you just always have the key?
Yeah, I was built with the keys in my hands.
Mm-hmm.
Literally made for this job.
Mm-hmm.
God, that would be so annoying if I had to go
Batteries
around
roll.
and change some of the locks.
Just
Hey,
keep
we
the
need your
noise
hands back.
down.
Let me one moment. Check what double advantage.
What?
I like the idea that some of the keys were like a little bit stuffed or
The
out
door
of
is
date
frozen
when you
shut.
start
It won't
lockpicking,
budge.
because it's like, well, they need to get into this room, and I don't want to go all the way back to the front desk. It's just good service to open this door quickly.
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's your hotel door.
Or, okay, so funny story. My dad was a enlisted Marine, and apparently you learn all sorts of interesting things when you're an enlisted Marine, including he knows some basic lockpicking. Apparently, when he was in graduate school, there was someone who was locked out of their office, and so he just sort of went in and unlocked the door for them, and the person went, "I want that key," and it's like, well, you can have it, but it's just the key to my luggage.
Wow. I like that.
But yeah, does that mean you just now get 2d6s added to your roll
I think so.
when you do something like that?
No. You'll only get the one, but if something were to give you disadvantage, that just gets cancelled. So it needs, like, you just can't get disadvantage. You will always have advantage for picking locks.
Yeah.
Okay.
As long as this, like, not magical.
Okay.
Well, actually, the skeleton key would apply to magical ones. So that's what that does. So you yeah.
Ah, so I'm good at all locks now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So you ignore disadvantage when picking, like, non-magical things, and you just have advantage when picking magical things now as well.
This just helps contribute to OP not really knowing the difference. It's like, yeah, it's a lock. Of course I can get through it.
If it's a really, really, really hard lock, you would know it's magical because it's giving you disadvantage, so it's cancel out the advantage. So, that has decided that. So that was what happened to bring you all together and your couple of experiences together, adventuring along.
Yay.
So in that town that you saved, that was where you took on the job for Bertrand on behalf of an associate, which is why you have more money, because he gave you some of it as a sort of money up front thing to keep you all interested, because wizard nonsense.
Wizard nonsense.
Yes. And then traveling with a new band of merchants and such to the town of... Who wants to give me a town name?
All that pops up are Danish names in my head.
Give the Danish name.
Yeah.
Lundby.
That I like that.
How do you spell it?
Lundby.
Lundby.
I like that. I like that.
Okay. So, you find yourselves, as is often the case with adventures, in a tavern. The inn, which, Jeep, give me a name for an inn.
God. Names.
This is the first part of these sorts of things, is coming up with names of things.
If anyone has an inn name, they can give me an inn name. Or a tavern name, I should say.
I'm just looking around my room for inspiration.
The Sickly Phoenix. Underneath.
It's not a down and trodden place. It's a pretty nice place.
Okay.
The recovering phoenix.
The recovering phoenix. I like that.
What was that, sorry? The
recovering phoenix.
Yeah, the recovery, because you said the sickly phoenix, and you're like, this is pretty upscale. The recovering phoenix.
Refurbished.
It's just been reborn. It's got a headache.
Yeah, the recovering phoenix. It's got the picture of like a red bird with a cap on and kind of nursing a jug in front of it.
Excellent.
Yes, the recovering phoenix in the town of Linby. A tidy establishment, the warm light of the sun reaching in. the muffled sounds of the busy market outside leaking in, swelling whenever the door is opened. You've arrived, as it turns out, on market day, with folk from neighbouring towns and villages all gather to trade and gossip. You await the arrival of the cowl wizard Bertrand, who has far too many monikers.
Is that his full title?
Well, okay, his full title is Bertrand the Magnificent, the Wise, the Wisdom. I could go on for the rest of the stream, so I won't.
It's like a full page of names.
OP may actually refer to him like that every time. OP is happy to use full names.
Being on market day, it is quite busy. Less with the merchants and such, more with the bodyguards and such that have travelled in, a few people just trying to get out of the market to have a moment's peace for it. So, just an assortment of people all throughout the inn from all walks of life, and a shadowed, mysterious figure in one of the corners nursing a beer, as is tradition. So, all sitting around a table waiting for Bertrand. Let's introduce ourselves. Let's go this way. So,
Which way is this
Chief,
way?
could you please give us all your name, your pronouns, what you look like, and what you can do?
Well, my character's name is Clover with a K. Don't ask where they got the K from.
They stole it.
They stole it, yeah.
They stole it.
They got it off the back of the truck.
Pronouns are yours. They've stolen your pronouns. But any pronouns you want to refer them by, it's also available.
They, all that.
Yeah. All the neo pronouns, all the normal pronouns, your pronouns, it's theirs now. And Clover is a ranger, which means they have a goat, usually named Goat, but also has many other names.
Blitz, the O is silent.
Blitz, but the O is silent. Nibble.
I still love that. Nibble, oh, that's cute.
Mr. Munchkin, all the names. Yeah, and they have a nice bow. And they're a fairy, so they're very little and they're very like fluffy and like moth-like in that sense. Colored pink with various patterns and just very colorful and fluffy and very, very small. They're like barely 2 feet tall. The goat is just as tall. And yeah, little fairy with beautiful little wings, and you know, probably trying to eat something it shouldn't.
Dirt. It's eating dirt.
In a tavern,
Potentially
yet
also your
somehow
shoes.
it's eating still dirt.
Pulled up the floorboards.
Ate the floorboard. Now they're on
Yeah,
the
also, you don't have to listen to me too. I was just joking.
I have too
So-
much blood in the veins.
Within a tavern specifically, I'm now imagining. Do you guys do bread bowls where you're at, Chib?
No. Not really.
So for those who have not interacted with them, bread bowls are usually a stiffer, usually sourdough-y type bread where the inside has been sort of carved out, and you put soup in it, and then you
use
can
it
eat
as
the
a
bowl.
bowl. Yeah, and you can.
I
eat
have
the
a feeling
soup
Clover
and
was
eat
served
the
that
bread.
once, and then
Yeah.
just sometimes just assumes that the plate that they have gotten with their food is also edible.
Yes, very much so. Just eating the plate.
And the table, and it just kept going.
Yeah, pretzels are
So much
really
food
good,
in here.
actually. They're very tasty.
So, Plamp, are you ready, or do you want more time?
I can give it a go.
Okay. Same questions. Name, pronouns, what you look like, what you do.
This character's name is Micah, unless you were introduced by Clover, in which case it is Inky, the mushroom. They use they, it, or any pronouns. It looks a bit like less like a mushroom person and more like a fairy that happens to lack any moth or insect-like features and instead has mushrooms growing out of it. It's got a really big mushroom on the head. Wears lots of ribbons, including like ribbons sort of wrapped around to turn armor into like something that doesn't look so harsh, ribbons that come down from the mushroom gills to hold spells and stuff. Very obviously a bard and something that knows how to travel with how at ease it is in just a random tavern. And they've got really big eyes because I think fairies just have big eyes.
Yeah.
Does Inky have an instrument that they carry around? Or
Oh, yes. It is a combination, and I regret this already, but I'm sticking to it. It's a combination tambourine, lyre, and harmonica.
I love that.
Wow.
And it also has a lot of ribbons on it.
That sounds utterly awful. I can't wait.
I adore that.
So
that
it's
is
kind
going
of...
to make the worst noises. And yes, that sounds
Absolutely.
delightful.
Okay, I put to you it makes the worst noises if you don't know how to use it.
Yeah, but Inky or Micah does know how to use it.
Just know
Or
how
do
to
they?
use it. They do. They've got lots of
Okay.
experience. Oh, the other
Excellent.
thing about Inky is not only are they the most the more the less feral of the fairies that clearly have experience being around like settlements and stuff, but they're also older than you think and have a bit of a past as a performer in a circus type situation before they wound up with weird little guys group.
Yeah.
Christy. What's your character's name, pronouns, and what do they look like?
My character's name is Anemone. I chose that because it's easier for everyone to pronounce.
Except for you, I guess.
Just gonna copy that from my notepad.
Anemone.
Anemone. Pronouns are she, they. They are, because they are clank. And I thought with their backstory, I don't know if this is like legal in this world to do, but I thought of her as a previous person that's been transferred into the body of an automaton. So she thinks of themselves as their past selves, but also as a machine. They are... I forgot what else I'm supposed to say.
What do they look like?
What you look like?
Right. They are lanky, beautiful, like color shifting metal. They have huge, creepy, but also beautiful glass doll eyes. And they wear very dignified, high quality clothes. Robes. Yeah.
That That's actually really interesting, Christy.
Yay.
E.
Also brings up some interesting questions about what the wizards were doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, wizard
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Forbidden tech from the floating city. Ragdoll.
Ooh, we're transferring consciousness into a robot. This is fine.
Sounds
Yay.
like wizard nonsense, DM. Honestly.
Yes. Sounds like
I don't want to
wizard
hire a
nonsense
new lab
forbidden
assistant, so I'm just
for
going to
all the
transfer her
movie stuff.
consciousness into a robot.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
True.
Names, pronouns. What do you look like? What do you do?
Yeah.
All right, so I have Luska, she, her. She is a. I'm going to keep forgetting what these species are called. Dracana are legally distinct dragonborns.
Dragonborn.
Luska is tall, but not tall for a Dracana. It's just that everyone else except for giants tend to be a bit shorter. She grew up on the seas or in port towns, so her and her family are a bit sleeker. So there is some hornage going on, but most of her body is a bit more sleek and scaly for easier movement through the water. She worked as a sailor for a while, took over as ship's surgeon after her mentor left the position. Still haven't figured out which direction I want to go with that. She is technically a seraph. Doesn't really know that yet. As far as she's concerned, she's an experienced medic who's good at throwing hands. Literally, throwing hands.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, color-wise, so she is silvery blue in color.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Okie dokie. Crisp. Name, pronouns. What do you look like? What do you do?
Opie dopey. Yes. My character is Opter. I never did come up with a name for the hotel they worked at. Their full name would be Opter of the, and then the name of the hotel. They were
Bank or hotel?
Well, there we go. We got that answer.
It's decided.
We're everywhere.
So yeah, they were literally constructed to help organize the staff and be the maitre d' of the hotel. And one of the instructions that they were given that they took very seriously was if any patrons were rude or uncivil or broke the house rules, then they should pay reparations, which OP took as cool, just take their stuff. And so got very good at pilfering. OP is he, they. They're a clank, so they're a robot. They were built as such. And recently the hotel mysteriously burned down. Probably had nothing to do with any of the previous customers. And the owner blamed OP for it, and so sent OP out into the world to get money to help repair the thing. So that's why they're out. That's why they're out and about, trying to work out how this world works outside the hotel that they've literally never seen.
Okay. Hero.
Oh.
Name, pronouns. What do you look like? What do you do?
My character's name is Max. They go by they, them. It's more because they have not figured out what their gender is yet. So they go by they, them. They are a ribbon and a druid. And they can turn into their beast form is a tinier frog. Because why not? It's easy. They are from the forest. They spent most of their life at the forest and are a warden in training for the area where they lived, and were learned as much as they could, and were told from the recommended from the forest witch that if they want to learn more, which they do, about the world and everything, they should venture out and learn about the world, life, death, possibly capital life and death, because that is a thing in Project Via, and just history, nature, everything they can, and just to become a better warden. And they use dual staff for their primary weapon, and the secondary weapon is a buckler, a shield, and they also have a ward and have a connection with the elements as a warden of the elements, so they can use them to help them if the mission calls for it, and if the dice agree. I think. Yeah.
If the dice
And they are a good listener and a quick study. They just I don't know what else. And they what they look like. They're green, and their markings are like a brownish color, and they are probably around this, like in their normal ribbit form, probably around roughly the same size as Clover, kind of like 2 feet-ish, 2.5 feet-ish, something like that. A little on the smaller side. Not a big toad or frog, but and then in the beast form, they're just a little frog, just a little guy. And I don't know what else to say. Is that enough?
If you feel that's enough, that's enough.
I think so, yeah. I think so.
So, you got a little frog. Which one of your forms is that?
I think we decided that was aquatic scout.
Okay.
Because I did ask that last time, and you said it would fall under aquatic.
Yeah, this is a frog. So,
Yeah.
any ideas in particular for your agile or your pack one? Oh, you can change like whatever.
Oh, I wasn't sure if I could. Okay, sure. Yeah, then for the
it's basically think of what they would have seen through
Okay.
their travels and journeys, and they can sort of like turn to that sort of stuff. And the examples are like the size of things.
Gotcha.
So-
Okay, I thought I had to choose one. I couldn't choose them all. Okay,
Yeah,
then
you
for
get all of them, and like,
yeah.
but yeah, it's like the agile one. You could be the size of a fox, or you could be the size of a mouse or weasel. But it's like, I suppose small dog would be like the biggest sort of size. The pack one is, well, wolves are like big dog size sort of thing.
Yeah, wolves and coyotes and hyenas.
The
and
aquatic
stuff.
one is a bit all over the place, because fish, that's pretty small. Eel, that's a bit bigger. Octopus are pretty freaking big.
Octopus can be pretty big. Yeah.
Sharks are
they
fish,
can
right?
compact themselves and fit into tiny places, but they are big. Yeah.
Well, that's because they don't have bones.
Yeah.
True. This is true. I have to think about it a little more for the agile and pack ones. I didn't know I could choose one of each.
Yeah, so think like just what I suppose. Yeah, what they would have seen. What would fit? You can change it like to whatever. If you want to be a mouse one day, you can be a mouse. If you want to be a fox next, you can be a fox.
I think probably a mouse for the agile scout. It would be their normal form. I might try out fox at some point, but I think mouse. And for pack predator, just using these examples, I will go with a coyote, I think.
Okay.
Between the wolf, coyote, or
Does
hyena,
anyone
I think I'll go.
Have any problems with depictions of things getting eaten alive?
But no.
I was thinking
Vor,
mouse. Might get eaten by a cat.
I will go with fox then. I will go with the fox.
It's still getting alive, but yeah.
Yeah.
No, fox, coyote, and frog, just for the bit. But,
I mean, having grown up reading Animorphs, that can go horrifying in multiple different ways.
Yeah.
Does Max have like an Animorphs transformation for all of these?
God, please no.
Well, I'm thinking more, and I
that.
don't remember which book it was or who it happened to, but there was a book, one of the books, where one of the Animorphs while in a small form, got bitten and partially swallowed by a snake. And so they decided to untransform so that they don't get, so the poison doesn't affect them. And you can sort of imagine how well that went, going from about froggish size to no longer froggish size when you are partially eaten by a snake.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyone who
Also
hasn't read the Animorphs books in a while should go read them again. It's wild.
Also
well.
thinking about it more, I think for pack predator I will go with wolf because I do like wolves a lot.
A frog
So,
turning into a
fox
wolf
and
is a
wolf.
great image.
Yeah. Yeah, and I do like the idea of the image of a frog turning into a wolf. Yeah. And a
but
fox.
Remember, these are not set in stone. They could be anything. You could
Yeah,
turn into
okay.
a wolf-sized, like, salamander or something. Or
Ooh.
Oh, I like that.
Hunting
Cool.
salamander.
Just progressively smaller and larger frogs.
We're all with different temperaments.
When's the bear one?
Where's the
There's
bear
one-
one? The bear, would that be a pack predator or?
No,
Bear-sized
it's
frog.
underneath. It's the level 2 one.
Level 2,
Blue
wow.
Beast.
Oh, brutish brute. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I think you should just turn into like a bear-sized toad.
Bear.
Bear-sized toad. Oh no!
When I get to level 2, maybe I will do that.
Level 2 is going to be interesting, isn't it?
So from like storytelling and roleplay perspective, I think it would be very funny if it's like, okay, we're going to turn into animals, but since they're a frog, they're mostly good at turning into just other frogs.
Yeah.
And they have to like practice at turning into other things.
We'll start with other amphibians.
Mistakes.
Well,
Yeah,
just other like cold-blooded things, because it feels weird to go to like a warm-blooded thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
could have
So they
like a-
try to turn into a bear instead of turn into a giant toad or something. Just,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
Into a Komodo dragon.
Well, we know what everyone looks like.
Yeah.
So, what are you all doing while you're waiting for Bertrand?
Well, Clover is eating her meal, aka the meal and also the plate that it came on.
Plate is made of wood.
Yes.
You think that's
Yes.
going to stop it?
Yep.
Clover will do that.
Okay,
I
so
think Max is eating.
Yeah,
And
so-
just the meal. But
Hope he's judging how well the bar staff are doing.
So since we've been traveling around, Luska is probably going to insist that anyone who is capable of eating does take a good meal, because you get used to eating just like rations and whatever you have available, but whenever you get a chance to eat something nice, you eat something nice. So it's like, right, we're in town, eat something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So Luska is also taking a nice meal, or at least a nice-ish meal. Maybe not the nicest meal, because again, she's a working girl. So I'm sure she's going to look at some of the things on the menu and go, what the absolute shit?
Yeah.
Will not be eating her own plate because it's made of wood.
For the obvious reasons.
For reasons that are obvious for everyone but Clover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, Opie, with your scanning of the establishment, they seem well put together and quite efficient in their job.
Marvelous.
They are a very professional establishment.
Nice.
And
Opie.
judging by the reactions of all your comrades, the food seems to be rather nice.
Including the plate.
So, while you are waiting, enjoying the time away from the road, the food, the utensils,
God, we're probably
The
gonna have to
lights.
pay for that plate.
begin to dim from outside. The very sun itself seems to darken. You all hear a crack of thunder. And then the door flings open as if a sudden breeze has erupted, and a flash of lightning illuminates a figure with a wide-brimmed and pointed hat standing in the door. Who then comes in, and the door closes behind them, and all the light seems to go back normal.
The stories have arrived, miss.
So all eyes are on this figure, who is... You're not sure. They're short, they have a very long beard, which makes you think they might be a dwarf, but they seem too short and not nearly built widely enough to be a dwarf. Wearing purple robes with a gold threaded belt around them, numerous little pouches and such on their belt, and eyes seem to glint from the little bit of their face you can see out at everyone. What do you do?
So I have a
And
question,
then
Dark.
he hides.
Are we aware going in that we've been hired by a wizard?
Yes.
TM. Okay.
Okay.
You're paid up front because of that.
Good point.
Yeah, I think because of the lightning, like, Clover has, like, jumped onto Opie and is hissing loudly.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Just like a
shame.
startled cat. The fur, like, all, like, upright.
Well, that's a shame, because Opie may be stepping towards the person who's just walked into an establishment and is on, like, autopilot of, like, hello, welcome, do you have a reservation?
Hiss.
So,
May I
with
take your coat?
a hissing gremlin upon you, you approach the man. Well, bigger. So what do you say?
Is that to the group or is that specifically to Chris and
Well,
his
to
hissing
anyone
cat?
who might be talking to this mysterious figure, who is definitely a wizard.
Mm.
Again, Opie's sort of on autopilot of, like, do you have a reservation? May I take your robes?
Okay, I think Opie might be the only one addressing him at the moment.
So
I don't know.
So Luska's just going to. I have a feeling this is not the first time he's done this. So Luska's just going to out loud point out, see, this is like, you do not work this in. Sit down.
Yeah.
Yes, apologies, thank you. Still, have a lovely stay.
Don't.
Don't. Actually, no, don't.
only be naked.
What was that? What? Who?
Well, I did not catch that. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't hear you, Dark.
Discord's
He
being
said, "Take my robes. Would you have me be naked?"
Well, I mean, only if you're not wearing anything underneath the robe. But no. And ropes.
Okay. He pulls out a piece of paper from one of his pouches, which seems far too small for the size of the paper that comes out. And then he unfolds it, and points it up, seems to stare at it, then look around it or stare back at it.
Max is staring back.
And he walks up to the table, which is just about his chin height. Which he then slaps onto the table, and you can see a picture of all of you together. You're not sure when this was taken, but it's definitely
like
you
that.
all. He
Don't
points
like
and
that.
says, "You." Then he points to Opie because he seems the most shiny It's like,
Hey,
you. I hired you. And the motions around everyone else do. All of you.
I'd just like to point out that anemone is made of color-shifting metal.
Yeah, but I think Christy said that that Anemone is just immediately ducking down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Hiding
hiding.
behind someone. Is that what you said, Christy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hiding in her robes, hood up.
Ah, that's fair.
And Anemone does not want to draw attention to himself.
Good point.
Okay.
Good point.
Also, I don't know
Luska
if
is
you...
now going to.
Okay.
I'm assuming they're on opposite ends of the table. Lean sort of across the table, just sort of stare directly at the wizard, and be like, "I'm guessing you're Bertram then." None of the other titles, just straight cut off there at Bertram.
What was it you were saying, Kira?
I was just I was about to mention it in Hangout corner. I don't know if Clamps is aware of it, but they're muted at the moment, and I am aware from
Yeah,
my own
I'm
experience.
aware.
It's easy to forget. Okay, I just wanted to check because I know
Thanks
sometimes
for checking
I'm
in, though.
talking and stuff, and I'm muted, and I don't realize it, and I just wanted to check. Sorry.
Okay.
Moving on.
Okay. The person visibly pops up and says, Bertram, simply Bertram. I am Bertram the Magnificent. And he begins floating.
Luska is now just going to be sort of waving her hand to the side, going, yeah. Are you or aren't you?
Yes. He begins floating back down. Yes. I am Bertram, and you all are people I have hired, or my apprentice hired. One of the apprentices hired.
What you hire us for?
Yes, you are to escort me to a town over. And then help me there.
Luska's just sort of staring at him, waiting for a moment. What town?
And
what
how
help?
are we? Yeah, exactly. Which town?
It's, piece of paper, a different piece of paper. It's the town of. Someone give me a town name, please.
Dutch name this time.
Helmond.
How do you spell that?
I'll type it.
Yeah, but you need to know how to steal it.
Helmond. Okay. How's that pronounced?
Helmond.
Helmond. Okay. No, Chris. No. Nope. That's not allowed.
I mean, it could potentially be allowed. We already have Blitz, where the O is silent.
Blitz with the O is silent. Yeah, true. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking.
No, it's going to be Green Witch, and it's pronounced Green Witch. It's Green Witch.
What about Greenwich?
No, there was once a Green Witch there. It's called Green Witch.
Fair. Okay.
Yes, town of Green. There we go.
So are we using Greenwich or Helmond?
Greenwich, because I refuse to pronounce it frickin' Greenwich.
No, it's Grinch.
Fair.
Or Grinch.
Fair. Pronounce
Yes. Town of
Love that. Okay. And what are we doing there?
The mouth of hell. Alright, carry on.
We are finding another one of my apprentices. They seem to have gotten lost there.
Part of me is wondering, are they lost or are they fleeing?
Anemone might be wondering
Max,
the same thing.
Max is not saying that. That's just me. But
So, plants,
All right.
Hero, and Sheep. As you are the nomads around, and you travel around a bit, any of you familiar with this place?
I
Um,
don't think Max is. No.
I think Clover would be familiar with it, as in, like, they'd know what's around it in terms of, like, nature or, like, just weird stuff about it. Not so much the town itself.
Okay, well, what nature and weird stuff's around it then?
Like, fuck. Let's see. Think it'd be like little like little cliffside town near the ocean with a path to a cave that Clover once found and got some cool seashells from and yeah, most of like the area around is like mostly like tall grass situations, not really like foresty areas or anything like that.
Okay, so mainly just like fields and stuff, a lot of grazing and animals and that sort of stuff.
Yes.
So it's a little farming town on the edge of a cliff.
Yes.
Okie dokie. So yeah, Clover hypes up and hands over the information of what they know of the place.
Mm-hmm.
Luska is going to be very carefully going through paperwork.
Yeah, reading the fine print and everything, if there is fine print.
Okay.
Unintelligible scribbles of fine print.
Before we get any further, just to just to clarify, so if you want to speak in character, make sure you say your character name and so forth. Otherwise, I will just assume it's out of character.
Okay.
So this stops the thing of you thinking of a plan and then going, but God, here's this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Bertrand looks and says, yes, that place. Of course. Okay. So, as you will be escorting me, you've all been paid a little bit in advance, so if there's any supplies and such you think we need or you need, we go acquire them and then we will leave. Post haste. I have acquired a wagon. I assume some of you know how to handle horses, but I do not.
I'm sure Goat knows how to handle horses.
Wonderful.
I trust Goat.
He will be the one to drive the horses then.
Oh God.
Luska is just going to be like head in hands, shaking head a little bit.
So,
Opie's like, marvelous, that solves one problem.
So it's at that point when the light begins to fade from outside again. But Bertrand's here, so he's not done anything. And you all begin to hear, rather than the commotion of a bustling market, screams and panic. You can see it through a few figures darting past the windows. It's still muffled, but something is clearly going on. What do you order?
Okay.
Oh boy.
Opie is
Well,
unfazed.
So, Dark question. Are we playing this as if Lewis's giant is also here with us, or are we just assuming he's like, I don't know, out with the supplies taking a nap?
He is in the stables currently, sleeping with the horses and talking to them. Or
Okay.
he is elsewhere detained. Something happened, and he is elsewhere, not in
yeah.
any other thing.
Gotcha.
So he can.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, he could potentially come and heroically save you all next time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hurrah!
Cool. Just wanted to
Uh,
establish who all we're working with and what all
Yeah.
we're working with.
Clover is gonna fly up to the window, just like
Yeah.
face pressed against the window, see what's going on.
Max is also gonna move over towards the window to try and see what's going on, if they can see anything.
Opie will
So
start
from
clearing up
the
plates.
angle that's happening, you can't see too much, but it's definitely much darker than it should be. This is like sunset going into nighttime levels of darkness, and you
Yeah.
can just see people running about, and you can just make out something quickly flitting by in the sky, which seems very large. But the amount of people and confusion means that you can't really see too much through the windows. A couple of people actually like run in, and the screams and everything briefly flare up as they seem to run in and start babbling about an attack.
Max
So-
will relay all that to the others, what they've seeing, and that, like, yeah. What were you saying, Ragdoll?
I'm just okay. So, quick question for the group: how many members of the group have sort of established themselves as do-gooders, run into trouble type people?
Anemone is a do-gooder, but stays back unless there's reason to act.
Clover isn't really a do-gooder, but they are the type to jump into action regardless of context.
Opie
Max is a bit of a do-gooder, and also very curious about what's going on.
Opie is currently clearing up plates. Not
So,
quite.
what is the course of action?
Clover is gonna go, "Hey Opie, look at this!" Take a nearby object and shatter the glass of the window. To go outside.
So,
There's a
it's going to be
door.
so this will be the first roll of the game.
Yeah.
Joy!
So, I think that's a pretty cut and dry, just strength check to try and yeet this thing through the window.
Okay.
What object are you grabbing?
Whatever object would be like on a nearby table, just like
A chair? Or... I don't know.
I don't know if I don't know if you're
chair
big
is a
enough to
little
pick
bit
a chair.
too big for Clover. It'd be
Yeah,
more
true, true.
like a
Red ball.
what's the word for it? Like
Tankard?
yeah, tankard, or like
Yeah, that
a like
works.
candle holder or something like that.
Miss, I don't think a bread bowl could be used to smash open a window.
Yeah,
Very
no.
scary.
Very, very stale bread bowl,
Yeah, it depends how hot.
maybe. But,
So,
yeah.
So, let's give me an action roll. Let's see what we get.
Okay. Action roll.
Click the
Huh?
button.
Click the button.
But
Do-do-do-do.
16 with
Okay.
fear.
Good stuff.
Okie dokie. So, what happens then is Clover picks up a hefty metal tankard and launches it through the window, which shatters. Shatters big enough for Clover to be able to kind of worm their way through. But in so doing, the tankard does fly out, hit a person nearby who falls over, and then another person falls over them, and very quickly you've got a little pile of people panicking and falling over this person. As you just clock someone in the head with a thrown tankard.
Whoopsie.
So that is your complication. You have just concussed someone, and now they're getting piled on. So you have to deal with that now.
Cool. That's for someone else to deal with.
First action of the game.
Rip.
And because
Yes.
it was with fear, I gain a fear.
Yeah.
No fear. Dark gains a token. 1 fear.
One fear, exactly, yeah.
Okay, so you're worming your way out past it after all of the shouts of the bartender and stuff like, "No, you broke my window!"
Just worming my way outside and like flying outside.
Okay. Flying.
Yes, now in flight, so that means I have +2 evasion.
Yeah, and you need to mark a stress.
Yes. Marker stress.
Okay.
Stress.
Yes, you're flying until you roll fear, and then you fall down.
Yes.
Because fairies' wings are fairies' wings are partly magical. That's why they've got flight. Because some of them have wings that are like absolutely tiny, and they're like big fat bugs, but they can still fly because it's part magic and part actual like avionics.
Point and laugh. Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah.
are
Is
all bees. You
entirely
should not be able to
hilarious.
fly, but you somehow can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something bees.
Something all known laws of
Okay,
aviation.
so Clover gets that. Is anyone else using the door?
Luska is going to just groan, stand up, put an extra bit of gold on there that should hopefully cover the window, point at Bertram and say, "Stay there,"
Okay.
and walk
Can
out
you
towards the
mark-
door.
So can you mark me off a handful of gold then, please?
So I will remove that off of my thing.
Matt, I think when Luska goes for the door, Max is also was planning to go through the door as well, and I think that they will turn into a fox to try to scout and see, or try to see what's going on. Try to go out through the door as a fox,
Okey-dokey.
and
So
get
basically,
a look.
you're sneaking through my legs.
Basically, yeah. Yeah. It was either that or jump out the window, and I mean,
Okay.
there's glass and stuff in the window, so.
Yeah. Okay, so mark me a stress, please, as you shapeshift into your
Sure.
fox form.
Okay. 1 stress.
There. It's a little bit hectic being a fox. You kind of have to hide behind some people's legs to avoid the
Yeah.
trampling people.
Yeah.
But you're a fox, you're pretty nimble. You can get out of the way without any
agility and
issues.
stuff. Yeah. I
Yeah.
have +2 evasion. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're nimble enough to just get out of the way without trouble. Okay, so as the rest of you crash through the doors, be battered by the screams and panic. It's too dark for the time of day as you suddenly realize the looming shape of the floating city is blotting out the sun.
Oh no.
3 sky ships circle Lundby, forms of winged creatures leaping off to harass the townsfolk. As you take in the scene, 2 of the ships swoop down, moving like winged things with a swiftness and grace. Shapes leaping off to begin wreaking havoc in the town. So, raiders from the floating city have begun a raid. They're too far away for you to make out any details of the exact nature of them. So as soon as they get down, they're kind of lost amongst the crowd, but a lot of them seem noticeably taller than like your average folk, and a lot more massive, like muscular and bulky. Okay. And ignoring your warning, Bertrand stomps out.
He does.
Fine. That's his business.
That's his problem.
Luska's not going to stop him from stomping out. If he's going to walk out into an active fight, he better know what he's doing.
So, what is your plan?
Well, Opie thinks this would be a marvellous time to escort our friend out of town.
So he's gonna go along with the wizard.
Well, Bertram, pointing a finger, says, "The wagon is past all those creatures."
Wizards are
How
known
are
for
we
being
supposed to buy
phenomenal
supplies
things.
with this? This will not do. Come with me. I've hired you. We are taking care of this and getting rid of this riffraff so we can buy our things and leave. I'll show them what a wizard can do. Do you follow?
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Opie does.
Anemone,
Clover is gonna call for goats though first, because I assume
Go.
they were forced to leave goat in the stables, so I'm just gonna like let out an ear-piercing shriek whistle noise.
Goat pops up, mysteriously eating something.
Don't ask.
Yeah.
Anemone is outside the window picking up people from the ground.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So, stay a little bit behind, I suppose, just catch up in a moment once they've helped people out. Anyway,
Yeah.
Bertram is kind of is just forcing his way through, and the crowds begin to thin out. And you can see the reason is there's a number of people that have been captured. Some people are on the floor, unconscious or possibly dead, you're not sure. But these creatures seem to be grabbing people, putting them over their shoulders, and just walking towards the ships. Obviously intent on kidnapping. And when you see these creatures, you all realize you've heard about these things. These are beastkin. They are mutants from the floating city. Chimeric creatures, amalgamations of all manner of creatures in humanoid form with patchwork weapons and armor. We've all heard tales of them. These might have been experiments or just poor unfortunes of whatever happened up there. But regardless, they are currently kidnapping people. For what purpose, you don't know.
Okay.
Well,
no, that's not good. That's not
Sit-
good.
well, since our meal ticket, as it were. So, Luska isn't doing this because it's like, because Bertram said to do it. It's because it's like, right, Bertram is now walking off. Fuck it. Time to square up. Luska's gonna make everything strapped. And, I don't even know what phrase I want to use here. Basically tell everyone to get ready. And starts walking.
Anemone follows Luska.
Right. So, Bertram, he bellows at them much louder than is expected and says, "You creatures, you dare interrupt my business? And he begins floating again. And winds come out of nowhere. As he says, I, Bertrand the Magnificent, the Enigma, the Mighty, will slay you all with my magics. You shall pale in my magnificence, and begins chanting. And then he is encased in a sphere, an oblique sphere, and a spectral image of him appears above it, which says, "Ha! I am now impervious to your attacks. Quake in fear." And it turns to your viewer. Get them.
Okay. Thank you, Bertrand.
So, yes, there is just this sphere now with Bertram in it.
Cool, great.
Is the sphere in the sky still, or is he on the ground?
It's on the ground. It kind of levitated just enough so he could fit inside it.
He's essentially in a big hamster ball, is what you're telling us.
You see when he's
Okay,
the
well-
ball is moving around slightly, he is just walking in the spectral projection.
Okay,
Big zorb.
question. Because do we have a map? We do not have a map. About how many raiders do we have sort of in front of us that we can see? Because all things considered, depending on how many they are and where they are, Luska might be tempted to just roll the quote-unquote impenetrable ball down to knock a few people over.
I like that.
I mean, if you have a massive hamster ball.
It's impenetrable.
Yeah.
So,
Use it.
while we're on it, let's jump into combat.
Ah,
Okay.
Here's some tokens. Plants, did you sort out any arts or images?
Plants had to
Plants
step away.
stepped out for a bit.
Yeah, Plamps had to. Yeah, they had something they had to do real quick, and they had to step out for a few minutes.
I like how Clover's just floating in midair above the thing.
Yeah,
right.
I like that. That's very good. I like that a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
As he is apparently getting included in this battle,
Give us Bertram.
Look,
Yeah, there he
he's
is.
going to walk straight into the middle of a fight and then
There's
announce
the-
that he is in an impenetrable sphere. He gets to deal with the consequences of that. And the consequences are going to be you are now in the middle of a fight in something that you are
You
claiming
are a
that's an
bowling
impenetrable
ball.
sphere. What makes you think the mercenaries aren't going to take advantage of that?
Yeah, no.
Here we are.
Oh, hello.
Marble.
Oh, hey. Nice.
Yes, these tokens are sponsored by Raid Shadow. Very hard finding lots of different tokens. Apparently, there's a lot of different models in Raid Shadow. Yes.
So neat. That's cool.
They would represent, like, facing anime. Okay, so you just want to roll Mr. Impenetrable.
Yes, I'm gonna roll him. Going for the biggest group first. So we've got this group of 3 up here at the
Yeah.
top.
Okay. Makes sense.
So, what you want to roll? What do you think would be the best fit for this?
All things considered, probably strength, because it is going to take a bit of heft to move something. At the very least, Luska is going to assume that moving something like this is going to take a bit of heft, like moving crates around.
Yeah.
So put your shoulder into it, as it were.
Makes sense.
Okie dokie. So, this isn't turn-based, so anyone can do anything. Does anyone want to help at all?
Uh, let's see.
I think Opie's just standing by with the
I think the goat's
rapier
gonna
out.
help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Miss has already
So
provided
Luzka
reference.
pushes her shoulder against it, and the goat also pushes against it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that'll cancel out the disadvantage from the weight and the smoothness of it. So give me a strength roll then, please.
This is action throw, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just roll and add your strength.
So this is 8 with hope, and then +2 from strength, so 10 altogether.
Okay. So you roll the ball, and you kind of just bowl over 2 of them in a row. So they are dead.
Nice.
And the ball has moved.
Yeah. It's over there now.
Did you mean to grab me as well?
Yep. You're
Okay.
rolling the ball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it wasn't bowling, it was like scuttling along with it.
You're moving the ball. You're moving the ball. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I thought it was bowling as well. Okay. Gotcha.
Who else wants to do something?
Hmm.
Oh yeah. I need this.
Oh, right. I rolled with hope. That means I get a hope, right?
Yes. And can you give me one of your action tokens? On the action tracker.
Where are they? No, that's character tokens.
That's yeah, that one.
Oh.
That is easier for people to put.
So these things that are in the thing over my box?
Yes.
Yeah, this thing. Okay, where do you want me to put it?
Your character tokens are the action tokens, so that goes on that. And that's to track who's done stuff and for me to activate stuff.
Okay,
Gotcha.
do you want me to just put this in front of me, or do you take
on
it?
the token, please.
On the action tracker.
On the tracker.
On the token. Okay, hold
Uh,
on. Oh, on the action tracker. Okay. I did not see that earlier. I was zoomed in on the characters.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. So who would like to do a thing? Or Ragdoll, you and stuff. It's all up to you.
Well, so I will let everyone else make a choice, because while this is not turn-based, I don't want to take over the entire thing. But I do have an idea of what Luzka would do next if no one else is acting.
It's part of my lore, but not really part of the mechanics of the game. Can I turn into my bird self? Or like I supposedly I have a bird in my chest, and an enemy does a little bird mechanical thingy.
Ooh.
Can I like fly ahead and be above the enemies?
So you've got like a familiar sort of thing?
No, it's not part of the it's just something I thought of story-wise with an enemy. That fits with the what's it called? Bulk beacon. I thought of them being able to fly ahead and above to see things, and with the knowledge and all gather information.
Oh, I think I see what's going on. Okay. So, Dark, I think this is Christy figuring out how Bolt Beacon works for their clank.
Yeah.
For bolt beacons is basically just an attack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you can contextualize it however you want, but yeah, it's just like an attack thing.
Okay, I thought it was also like a scouting thing.
No.
Okay.
That would be, yeah, so that would be like a familiar, which I don't know if is even in this thing, so.
Okay, fine. I'll just sit back.
I think Max will try to do Vicious Entangle on this guy over here, the one that's away from all the others. Try to restrain him if it's successful, so that we can concentrate on these guys first, if that makes sense. So that is a spellcast roll against a target within far range. One on a success, roots and vines reach out from the ground and temporarily restrain them, dealing 1d8 physical damage. So I'd make an action roll, or
And you add your spell thing, and if any of your experiences were you want to try and use any of your experiences, then you can spend a hope to add an experience.
would quick study count? It's like, hey, there's this one guy.
If you can give me a reason why it would count, yeah.
Just seeing that one is alone and recognizing that we don't want to split our attention, and if I can restrain that one, then we can concentrate on the three who are on one side and not worry too much about that guy. Maybe I don't know.
That's the first foray into battle tactics.
Yeah. Well, we had the other mission together before as well, and I'm sure that there's been a few more before as well. So what do I roll? It's a spellcast roll, which my spellcast is instinct, so I make an instinct roll.
Yeah. Just click action throw button.
And then add
and
2,
add your instincts. Yes.
which is 2. Okay, so action throw. Action throw is 7 with fear, but plus 2 is a 9 with fear. That's not a good throw.
Okay. So that is enough to hit him.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay, so what do your vines look like? Anything particular?
They are just some green leafy vines, not necessarily thorny vines.
Have big lily pads attached to them.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think yeah, that they have like little leafy lily pad kind of things attached to them. Yeah, but
we're just leaning hard on this frog thing.
they're thick and yeah.
We've got frog bears, frog foxes, frog vines.
You got it. You have
frog
frog.
Yeah. I don't think that they're thorny vines necessarily, because I have to spend hope, or if it's successful, then it will do physical damage, and I think that's more from like squeezing or just like kind of like just but
Okay, so your vines shoot out and entangle them and also kill them. Which
oh
one?
yay, excellent. Okay,
this guy's here.
the one that that guy, the one that was separated from the others after Luska rolled that ball, and
Okay.
I mean it was right next to Luska, so it's like I don't want them to attack my friend. So and
a character token.
Character token. Yeah. Yes, you do. Do I put the dice back in the bag?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Dark, quick question, just like a mechanical thing. The grid that we have on the board, is that sort of analogous to the distance traveled things that we've got in general? So, like near, far.
wherever you are. I know that by heart.
Near
The grid is
Harbor.
just there. Like, we just
Okay.
determine ranges and stuff on the fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
Cool.
Plamps is back.
Hi.
Welcome back.
Hey, welcome
We're
back.
in
Hi,
combat.
Plamps. We're in
Can I
combat.
get a-
Do you have a
Okay.
picture you want to
This-
use?
Yeah.
One moment. Use this because it's what I have on hand.
I mean, they can always
Yeah, I was,
be
I was
swapped out
gonna say
later.
I like that little mushroom friend that you shared earlier. Yeah,
It's the guy from Holland.
it's cute.
It can always be swapped out later. Chances are
Yeah,
one or
absolutely.
more of the artists in the group will fall in love with someone and then just be like, hey, like fall in love with the character and
Like-
be like, hey, we're drawing this now.
Just
I
imagine
drew this for you. I drew this
imagine
character.
ribbons.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, more.
Yeah, so
more
ribbons.
welcome back.
Yeah.
We've used the wizard as a giant hamster wheel to roll over a couple of
Yes.
raiders.
And then I squeezed one with a bunch of vines that have lily pads attached to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they died.
And they died. Yes. I squeezed them too hard. Look at that.
So, because Kira rolled with fear, I'm
Yes.
going to take my fear.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna
That's
it.
fair.
So, I'm going to use one of my fear to get 2 character tokens. So I get some more actions. Okay, so I do that. So, I'm going to use 3 of the tokens immediately to move some guys. So, these lots in that you've rampaged over their friends are going to drop the people they've been grabbing and run over to try and mob the lizard.
Rude. Not a lizard.
Then
Very rude.
one of my so they can. What they're gonna do is they're all gonna attack you. They're gonna group attack you. They're just gonna be swinging and flailing and trying to murder you.
Right. Is it... Oh, God. Is it feasible for Luska to try and move around to get the sphere between them? Or are they just moving in too fast?
They are moving in too fast.
Okay.
They're all just piling towards you. So, boop. This one. Does a 12 hit you?
Hold on.
It's your evasion.
Evasion is 7.
Yeah,
That's
so my
cool.
evasion is 7, so that will hit.
Okay, so they hit you with 9 damage as they just hack into you with their claws and their teeth, as well as all their weapons and punches and kicks. They're just
So that
swarming
is-
over Luca, trying to bring
Yeah.
him down.
So that's minor damage.
And that is minor damage. Yeah,
1
that's
HP.
just short of major damage. So yeah, 1 HP.
Yeah. So let's see. I will take that HP strike. So I will take that to HP and not armor.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I'm figuring that if it's a lore-wise, I'm figuring that they're coming in too quick for Luska to really get the armor between them and her and the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
So they managed to get a solid hit in. Well,
Mhm.
maybe not solid hit in, but
for,
a
for
hit
the
in.
narrative, you will have rolled in, and these ones will have reacted quick enough to just jump on you as soon as you stopped rolling
Yeah.
with your friends and stop trying the ball to just keep rolling,
Mhm.
so you don't lose the wizard. Yeah, so
I mean, if
Bitter. To activate a secret thing. Oh,
oh no.
Secrets. The lair.
so, I mentioned before there were creatures in the sky with wings. Well, one of them is taking to the scene. So out of the sky swoops down a winged creature with a snake head, a humanoid furred body, and especially some flippers.
Mm-hmm. Why not?
As it flies on by, and it's gonna try to murder you.
B.
So yes, it's gonna swoop on by with its dive and try to rip your head from your shoulder.
Gonna knock off the bowler hat. Oh,
It's
dear.
gonna steal your hat.
No.
I mean, if it misses, it'd be very funny if it just stole the hat.
True.
If I have to use armor, that's what it's going to be.
Does a 19 hit you?
Yes,
Oh,
funnily
Jesus.
enough.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is Deadly Dive. That is 13 damage. As the thing swoops down out of the sky, unbeknownst to you, and it also knocks you to the floor and makes you vulnerable.
Lovely.
So yes, the thing swoops down, like knocks you on the floor, knocks off your hat, and it's up in the air currently, just flying.
Gosh.
So you can see it's got a jagged sort of rusted piece of metal as improvised sword, and what looks like some bowlers on it.
Looks like some what?
Bowlers, like the throwing things. They've got like two weights on the end, and you throw them around
Right.
and like wrap people up.
Okay, sorry, I thought you were talking about the hat.
He can have a bowler
He's just
hat. He
stealing
has a
all the bowler
hat.
hats.
It's got all the hats. Bloody hat thief.
Yeah. So you are now. Where is it? Ah,
Do we want to?
oh, there's the name. So you are now vulnerable,
Ooh.
which means when things attack you, they have advantage.
Well, things are going well for Opie.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, right. So that will be him. So that will be all of the tokens. Boop, boop, boop. That's Mia. Back to you guys. What do you want to do? A new enemy has entered the fray. Flying
Yep.
creature. Very swift and nimble flying creature up there.
Can I go for it?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Go for
You
it.
want ready?
Yeah.
I want to mark stress to fly and go after it with the rapier. That I don't know how the action thing works, if I can do both of them or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
It's
so
narrative.
yeah, it's narrative. You can pretty
Yeah.
much do as much as you want to try to do on a turn.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That is how that works. Providing you can feasibly explain it, and you'll have to, do a lot of rolls potentially to do it. So that could be the reason you don't get to do stuff if you fail a bunch of rolls.
Whoops.
Okay, it says you fly up into the air to a battle with the creature in the air.
Yes.
So I would like to hit it with the primary weapon.
Yeah, you do your action throw. You
Let
click
me just
action
get
throw.
them out. Oh, you click action throw. Huh? That did not work.
Okay. Before we continue any further, let's
Can I
quickly.
bend? Can I bend luck? I hate that.
But you have this.
I have what?
So you've got your rally thing. So when anyone in your party rolls a fear, you increase it. So that should be on 2 now. You should be able to just mark the side, I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rotation value. Yeah, there's things we forgot to do. Christy, you need to pick a number between 1 and 12 for your strange patterns.
Ooh.
Yes. Strange patterns.
Yeah, so pick a number between 1 and 12. When you roll that number, you gain hope. Or clear stress.
Okay.
Nice.
5.
Okay, so if you just click on the thing, you should be able to put 5 in there so you remember.
Yeah.
What other mechanics have we got? Have you rolled for...
So I did roll my
credits?
class feature dice earlier when we were just doing setup and chatting stuff. So I've got a 3 and a 2 currently.
I believe that's the only thing that needs adjusting your rolling for. Okay.
Though I don't, considering as a 4 was rolled, I don't know if either one of those would be helpful to add on to it. Although I think... Oh no, these are for adding to my rolls, not anyone else's.
Yeah.
I think.
So back to lamps. Yeah, you can use luck. It's one of your things you can do.
Yeah. Alright. Then I'm gonna redo the action roll.
Just throw it again. Just push it again.
That's better.
Well,
Well, you do add your whatever you for the rapier, right? That's how it works. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, so you add your presence on top.
my
So
presence
it's plus
is
2, so it's a
that's
9 with hope.
Yes. So you dart up with your rapier, but the creature is simply too agile and manages to duck and dive out of your blows. But you do get hope. I get an action token.
It's
So, in retaliation, as you fail, I will use that action token to make the bird attack you.
Rude.
Okay, so what they're gonna do is they're gonna whoop out and they're gonna throw the bolus at you. So let's see if
Not
this can
bad.
hit.
I'm sorry, I'm still just thinking the bowler hat, and that's
Yeah.
just a very silly image.
Ooh,
Very
does
odd
a
job.
20 hit you?
Jesus.
Why are you rolling so
Oh,
good?
I don't know. I think we need to take a break while I figure out whether or not a 20 is gonna beat an 11.
Yeah, I think we need
Okay.
some complicated mathematics for that.
It's, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris,
Okay,
get in here.
so,
It's 20 higher than
he-
11.
So he's going to mark a stress, and he's going to bind you, making you restrained. So you can break out of this with a strength roll of 10, dealing damage to the bolus of 5, or some other inventive way, like using your acrobaticsness to kind of slink out. But you do fall to the floor. In reaction to that, like, someone could run forward to catch you so you don't take damage on the fall down, or I don't know. What do people want to do?
Well, I can't catch her. I've got 3 guys between me and them.
Clover will try and catch, like, midair.
Okay.
What do I do to catch? Or do I just catch?
Action rolls.
What do you want to try to use to catch? What makes sense?
How big is Inky?
How tall are you? And your mass?
Also, how, might be quite light.
Yeah, if they are mushroom.
True, but like if it's think in the case of like fairies, like just general size, it's gonna mess more with Clover than like weight.
Yeah. So I know, like, yeah. Plum, how big is your character? How much do they weigh?
I don't know how much they weigh. They're like 3 feet tall. And person shaped.
Yeah. Well, so they're 3 feet tall. Are they like heavy for their size, or are they like pretty light? Does their size belie their weight? Are they actually like 3 times heavier than you think they'd be?
No.
They're acrobatic,
Short
aren't
and
they?
light, then.
Okay.
So sounds like Clover and Inky are like not the same size but close.
Yeah.
I think with that, if it was a success, that would at least justify not like catching and staying in the air, maybe, but like if it's a
Clover
success,
is
Inky's not
more
just gonna go
aiming
splat.
for like gentle like landing to the ground for Inky so that they can stay up. Clover wants to stay up in the air, but I want to like make sure that Inky doesn't, eat dirt in a negative sense.
Derogatory.
Just gonna
Yeah.
glide them down to the ground.
Okay, so yeah, let's go with being gentle. Well, it's up to you. Do you think it's an agility thing or a finesse thing?
Oh, it might be a finesse thing to
Then
not,
roll for finesse.
drop them. That's an 12 with hope.
Yeah. So you catch them and you lower them gently to the ground, but they're still firmly grabbed by the neck.
Right. Well, while that's all happening, unless someone has something else that they want to say immediately, Luska is a bit surrounded. She's gonna take a punch.
I was thinking if I could use Arcane Barrage on the 3 surrounding what was it?
You want to take a hit at the one surrounding Luska? Me?
Luska, yeah.
So it begins chanting an arcane chant for an arcane brew.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so spend however many hope you want to spend to automatic strike any enemy within close range. Roll at Okay, so you don't need to roll to hit anything. You just spend hope and you just kind of cast the spell. So you take a little bit of a step forward to get close enough and cast the spell. So just roll some damage. However many hope you want to try and use.
How do I spend hope?
I
Just-
just mark it.
Yeah, you
So
click it
if
again,
you
it'll
click,
go up.
so white, as far as I can tell, is what you have. Black is space you have to get more. So if you click on a white space, it goes black. If you click on a black space, it goes white.
Yeah. Okay.
So click on a white space to use it. Click on a black space to if you gain another hope.
Okay, so 1 hope, so 1d6. Yeah. So I've not made a custom thing for that because it's too variable for how many dice you could be rolling. You could be rolling like up to 5d6 sort of thing.
D6 and what now?
Just d6.
Just a
Just-
d6. 1.
Oh no,
Wait.
did
Do you know how it works?
you might have just flipped
I
that
just
instead of.
clicked
Yeah, if you...
That's one. Hover over and if you press R, it will roll it. Like flip it up.
Yeah, 3.
You.
Yeah, one of the things to get used to when you're using stuff like this is how do interface.
Yeah.
So, you call forth your arcane barrage, and it strikes the closest one, and it pierces straight through them and strikes the next one to kill both of them.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Cool.
Okay. So now I'm going to act. Luska's going to take advantage of that and just throw a punch at the remaining guy. So that would just be an act. So this is just a regular attack, so that would just be an action throw, right?
Yeah.
Is whatever stat you using to do a punch.
Yeah.
Nice.
15 with hope, and then +2, that's 17 with hope.
Yeah. So, how do you want to do this?
You said the words.
All right, he said the words. I'm going to assume that means this is definitely going to wreck his day. Hold on, let me clear this. I don't know. Let's see. Fight scenes have never been my forte, which is funny because I usually play stuff like characters that do this. Okay, so Luska is a sailor, has been stuck in brawls before. Is basically just going to grab a hold of whatever is convenient with one hand and then take the hardest swing possible with the other.
Mm-hmm. Just very much beating the shit out of them.
They're wearing gauntlets. That's what you do with gauntlets.
Yep.
Mhm.
So you slam this thing until it stops moving with whatever you've got to hand. And it just becomes a red paste, and you've unfortunately ruined some poor person's stall.
They can deal with it. Better than
Yeah.
being dead.
So, meanwhile, while Lucia is breaking that thing up, I'm going to use my last fear to use the bird. So, after your daring escape, they don't like that very much, so they're going to fly down, and they're going to grab poor Inky and begin flying away with them.
Fair.
So, how do you
I
react?
love
What are you
playing
gonna
games.
do? They are kidnapping your comrade.
Clover's gonna shoot them with their bow.
Make me a roll.
My bow is. Nope. It's a agility, so that's a 14 with fear.
Okay.
Yeah, 14 with fear, which means I do have to land.
Yes.
So.
But thankfully, because your comrade is squirming enough, means that your arrow manages to strike them. So let's roll some damage.
Nice.
Okay.
Hold on, I forgot to put my action token out. There we go. Christy, I think you also forgot to put your action token out, unless Dark already took yours.
That's 10 damage.
Thank you.
Oh, I really rolled maximum damage on that.
Nice.
So yeah,
That is your friend, goddammit.
that is my
Ooh.
friend.
Ooh. Okay. So shot goes straight and true and does a telling wound on the creature.
Cool.
So you managed to pierce one of its wings, so it's making it more difficult for it to fly, but it's still apt that it's going to take your friend away.
Is there an-
So I need one of these.
anything I can do to like cut the rope or something?
Yes, you may. You got a dagger?
I have a dagger.
Yeah. I mean, you could use that. You could try to break your way out, or you could try to squirm your way out with your acrobaticsiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cirque du Soleil your way out of this.
I was actually thinking it would probably be, or it could be both of them, to be honest. Let's try an escape act.
No, I like that.
With action.
You do have experience.
With finesse, so that'd be a 9. And then if I spin the hope, can I add the circ one
You can.
to
Yeah.
create an 11?
Yeah. So if you roll with hope, you can always immediately use that hope to use an experience.
Oh, okay. So I got the new hope, and then I use the experience. Okay.
Oh.
So all up, that's an 11.
Which is enough. So you manage to squirm your way out. As you haven't rolled with fear at all, you're still able to fly, so you can catch yourself and kind of you're flittering there for a moment while they're still flying away, and suddenly realise that the weight isn't quite there anymore. So they'll keep flying a bit, and then suddenly go. Ah!
And then I will move away a little bit because
Okay.
that sucked.
So
Yeah.
someone else.
Yeah, Kiro and Chris, your characters haven't been able to do much
Yeah.
either. Have you got an idea of what you want to do?
Kira's done a lot more than Opie has.
I was thinking.
Opie is still on the floor.
Opie is still on the floor, yes. I do
maybe he wants to get up.
I do have a small question, which is that currently the floating city's above us, right? Which is why it's dark.
Mhm.
So are we just constantly in shadow? Marvelous.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
we are.
effectively have teleports anywhere currently.
Now that the creature is no longer holding on to Inky, can I try to do Vicious Entangle again, or is that limited? Or it doesn't say anything about it being limited.
I think if it was limited, it would, because with my reassurance,
Yeah.
it specifically says once per short rest.
Yeah, and like with my Warden of the Elements, it says that I can do the elemental incantation for up to 1 hour or until I can use the ability again. But I was just wondering. I don't know. That, or if I can't do Vicious Entangle, we'll try to let's see.
You can try to entangle. It's within far reach.
Yeah.
It just reaches further out of the ground.
Yeah, I think that well, now that Inky is no longer in their clutches, they will try to do Vicious Entangle again and grasp onto that creature. So I will do an action throw with instinct. 6 with fear. That is 8 with fear with 2 instinct. Fucking fear.
Okay, that is just a failure with fear. Okay, so
And
your vines will like run across the floor and then kind of spring up to try and grab it, but they miss. And then, as they miss, they kind of obscure it. So, as far as you're aware, it's just gone. It manages to slink away out of the fight.
Boo. Okay. Okay.
Okay. Right, so I'm then going to turn these tokens into some fear.
Mm-hmm.
And that will be the end of the combat.
Okay.
Yay.
We'll keep that.
I'm just imagining Telltale text in the corner of the screen like that. Feature will remember this or something. Just in general.
So the ball that is Bertrand, kind of looking a little bit woozy after being rolled along the floor.
That's probably
Well,
fine.
he can deal with it. He put himself in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
Turned
started
himself
If you put yourself in the middle of combat, you deal with the fact that you're in the middle of combat.
Exactly. Turn himself into a hamster ball that can be used as a weapon. And Luska is a pragmatic person.
Are we gonna have a stack? Are we making a stack of little guys?
Opie's like,
I guess, yes.
Opie was expecting people to come along and help them up, but everyone's just standing on top of them.
So you
No,
all
I think we
hear
do help Opie.
Fantastic work, everybody.
people screaming for help as you see another group of creatures kind of fighting amongst some guards and trying to take some people off. But from the opposite end, there are people that are not being defended.
Okay,
They
so
are
on one
running
side
around
we've got
calling
people
help.
being pulled off, but there are guards there, and on the other side there are people being pulled off, but there are no guards there.
Yes.
All right, well, pragmatic. Luska's going to move around the ball in the appropriate direction. Start rolling the ball in the direction of the people who are not getting helped.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
Time for bowling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so Bertrand's spiritual thing is just kind of like lost his balance, so you just see him spinning round and round like he's stuck on the inside.
Absorbing.
Again, he put himself in combat. He can deal with the consequences.
Yeah.
He's just shouting like, "This is undignified, and I feel woozy."
Yeah, Clover is gonna mount Goat and just take out his sword and just go into the direction
Max,
Lushka's
who
going.
is still in fox form, is also heading in that direction.
Just ready to knock in some people.
So, any surprise you might have had is completely negated by the screaming of Bertrand.
Of course.
Reasonable.
Doesn't matter. It's an impenetrable ball. If we can roll it into someone.
But it does give them enough pause, and people manage to flee away from the creatures while they're distracted by you.
Even
So,
better.
they
Fewer
will
things
begin.
to worry about.
Yeah.
Okay, so see a few of the beastkin over there kind of waiting for you all, kind of slink round buildings. And then one of the buildings, just a portion of it explodes outwards. As if something massive inside has suddenly smashed part of it aside. So we've got
Oh.
a lot of beasties. Let's put this back over there.
Look at them all lined up perfectly for a massive football.
Yeah, no, leave him.
They're gonna start-
They're great.
They're gonna start their routine.
No. So they're kind of hiding behind stalls. We've got a few over here, like between buildings. You don't. So it's only the ones to the left that are actually be vulnerable. The other ones are kind of like protected.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
Who's left?
what have we got? Yeah, they're
Who's
like
on
far distant, so take a little look. And so from the destroyed building,
These left. I see.
Hello.
Chip.
and there also steps out,
Oh, also.
following the destruction, someone with a star. Who does look like a strange sort of lizard with his little.
Do not like this one.
What are you all gonna do?
Cool. I'm
So Luska's going to very quickly, because they have the ball, loud enough for Bertram to hear. Got any other tricks in that hat of yours, Mr. Wizard?
Yeah, I can see straight. Maybe. Rolling me, I'm gonna throw up.
Oh, then give me something else to work with. 'Cause we've got a bigger problem to deal with.
So, yeah, what are you gonna do? What's the plan?
Clover is gonna use Ranger's focus on the big guy over here, or attempt to at least.
Yeah.
Make an attack with my weapon. I'll do it with my bow.
What's the range of your bow?
Range of my bow is far.
Okay, so he is very far.
Okay.
Like, currently, all of these guys are like far from you because they've got well enough kind of like breadth.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
except for
ride up
the,
with Goat.
except for the like four in the back. They're there.
Ride up with Goat a little bit and then shoot.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
I can add these dice to anyone's rolls if I just spend a hope. Okay, I misread that.
So, I know. Wait, where you want to go? Like over there?
within reach.
Hey, Dark.
Yes.
Quick question. So with my class feature here, so it says I can add these dice to one of my values, reducing incoming damage, add to a roll result, or exchanging for that many hope you may give to another player. Is that one hope per die or one hope per value on die?
One hope per die.
Okay.
It's a 14 with hope to hit.
Okay, that definitely hits.
Cool. So I'm gonna put this on them. There. It's now marked. And it also along with doing damage from the attack. So let me get my dice out of here. 10 damage again.
Nice.
Okay.
Clover OP.
So, this creature is like a massive amalgamation of like a lizard and a dog by the looks of things. Maybe something else you're not familiar with.
Mm-hmm.
But it's heavily scaled and shaggy fur, so it doesn't seem to do too much.
Mm-hmm.
And one of its arms, I should say, is just a writhing mass of tentacles.
Oh, good. Goody goody.
And yeah, it just roars at the impudence of your attack. Kind of singles you out. Yeah, so checking on the fingers. Yeah, so who's doing what now?
Can I move into range to do bolt beacon on big guy?
Yeah.
Eee.
What's the range of bolt beacon?
It is far.
So you just move up next to Jupiter. No, Jupiter.
Not Jupiter. Clover.
Wrong game.
Hey, Glove, what's my top Glover?
Oh, sorry. There.
Look, if Clover wants to take Jupiter's name, that's their prerogative.
Taken Jupiter's name and all of his pronouns
And gave him to the goat.
and gave him to the goat. The goat is
And
now
the goat
named
ate them.
Jupiter.
Okay, so using bolt beacon.
Yeah. Do I use the D8 die?
What does the thing say?
It says D8 magic damage, so I just
Okay,
that
so
spellcast
make a
roll.
spellcast roll. So you do an action roll first. You add your knowledge to it, and then we compare it to the difficulties if you hit, and then you can roll damage if you hit.
So you don't have to pull the dice out of the bag, Christy. You can just hit the action dice button underneath the bag, and it'll roll it.
Like click on the word, and then it will do it for you.
Bleh.
Thank you.
And then you add knowledge, so +2. So it's 17 with fear.
Thank you.
Okay. Yes, that does indeed hit.
Yay!
Glow brightly and become temporary bomb. Okay, so then you roll a d8 for the damage. That's one we could have made.
So, Christy, I think you should hit the clear button first, because right now you've still got your action roll dice in there, and that's going to mess with the number that's calculated at the top. Yeah.
Yep.
And now on your D8, click off, the roll.
Thank you.
Okay, so 1. Yeah, so the payment next to him, using the fear you just so generously gave me, waves his stuff and it glows, and the effect is dispersed on the creature. It doesn't even seem to harm him.
Dang.
And as you're right, got my token. Yeah, I got my token. And as you rolled with, I get to use some tokens. So I'm going to take my turn. Okay. Are you actually in the back there, Bobby?
Probably not. They probably have moved slightly forward and not on the floor anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
They're probably
so-
like there somewhere.
Okay, but you're still in the back, yes?
Yes, yeah.
Is he still prone since he's gotten back up?
Yeah, we're not there.
We had time between the
would
two
be still
fights.
prone.
I imagine Opie stood up.
Yeah, I imagine not. Yeah.
Still missing a bowler hat, I think.
So, unfortunately,
Yeah.
because you are at the back slinking around, you are the one who will be struck by the two slinking creatures.
Ah!
Not the slinking creatures.
Oh, they're cute.
So, using a fear, to activate their sneaky sneakiness. So they will both run out and attempt to attack you. That's both of my tokens. So these things are also quite an amalgamation of things. The one on the right looks like a cross between a chicken and a cat.
Okay.
These are
And the one
horrifying.
on the
Here's
left-
two very strange creatures.
Yes, and the one on the left looks like a dinosaur mixed with a fish. But like, not a pleasant fish, one of those really creepy deep sea fish. Like, very long, unpleasant teeth.
Oh,
An
okay.
anglerfish or something. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, Dark, did you decide to set this in VIA just so that you could give us ridiculous descriptions of combinations of animals?
Pretty much.
I mean, tomorrow I am going to try and draw a cross between
Very
a cat and a
fair.
chicken. So,
Yeah, very fair.
Yeah,
Also
your
very fair.
only warning of your impending fate is the faint bioluminescent glow of the fish thing as it strikes out of the darkness behind you from the distraction.
I
Lovely.
really hoped you were gonna say like the sound of a chicken.
The last thing you hear is "Paka."
Caw.
I'm looking forward to them all rolling really high, and then Opus is just dead, like immediately. They could.
Okay. So. Okay, question for people who've read the book. Conditions, would they stay on or are they removed at the end of a fight?
I guess it depends what happens at the end of the fight, and depends what the condition is,
know.
because the condition's a narrative, right?
Yeah.
So if the condition is
So
someone
yeah.
stole Oputa's arm, that's going to be an issue. Like,
Yeah. Okay, so so the condition was from you like being like briefly stunned and everything from the attack. So
Yeah.
we'll get rid of that, but we'll keep it there for no reason in particular.
yeah, oh, yeah. it'll be fine.
Sure. Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
I'm going to spend another one of my fear to attempt to hobble you.
Oh, good.
So the chicken is going straight for your knees.
That's a sentence.
That is pretty chicken behavior, frankly. I got chased by chickens when I was a kid. I know what
It's
this is.
both chicken and cat behavior, so I think it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst of both
Yeah.
worlds.
Okay. There's a 10 hit.
No.
Okay. I wasted my fear. Hold on. The other one, on the other hand, is going to take advantage of its friend trying to maul your knees to attack itself.
More knees.
Not my knees.
Oh, poo! These things suck.
Do I? Does Opus have knees? I don't know. I haven't.
Knee
I mean,
joints,
yeah.
probably.
Yeah, it might be like
Yeah.
a
Luckily,
flexible.
it's a-
Stand, right?
So, luckily, your quick reflexes save you from the surprise of the attack.
I imagine that Opti has had to deal with weird things underfoot. Just
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
moving around. So
So,
it's just like,
as you've not done anything yet, how do you react to this?
Well, I have a no, I have a whip. Get
You
away,
do.
stupid
Yeah.
chickens! Blasted creatures, who let you in?
We'll
You
let
have
you
a
in.
rapier and a whip.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can I whip them away?
Yeah, you can use your whip crack, providing you, I think, hit with it.
Cool. Let's. So it's just action.
You can mark stress to scatter enemies in melee back to close range. There, you can crack your whip for some stress to drive them off, and then Decent news.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah.
Is that in it? Like, do I have to attack first, or is that just a thing that I can do?
That's just something you can do with your whip. So then you could like attack, or you could attack first and then crack them off. It's up to you.
The crack can come from the attack. That's fine.
Okay, do some attacking then, please.
So it's just action throw.
Action throw
Action throw.
plus agility.
Uh,
So 1.
Yeah,
Plus 1.
so 17 with hope.
17.
You're
Also.
attacking the chicken or the fish.
The chicken. They're noisy, and that is uncouth. Causing a ruckus.
Okay, you roll some damage then, please.
The damage was D6, wasn't it? D6.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think I just have secondary attack. Yep, there we go. 3.
Okay, so you crack it and it kind of looks menacing at you as it steps away from the crack as well.
Yeah.
Both of them startled by the attack.
Mm-hmm.
Token on the thing, please.
Who says heal?
And you get hope.
Hope! That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I also use stress. Do.
Yes. Yeah. So, who wants to go next? Who wants to do a thing? Who has a thought out? Who has thunk?
Skunk.
Excellent.
No thoughts, head empty.
Well, Max, before all that, they were thinking that the shaman didn't look like we should leave that alone, and I was thinking that they would try to vicious entangle that, but now I'm wondering if they would if they hear Opie getting attacked behind them and decide to help with that.
Hope we can handle a chicken.
Yeah. I think Mac. Do I have to move forward a little bit to try to get in range to
Yes, you
entangle
would, 'cause
the
they
shaman?
They
Okay.
are very
Yeah.
far away.
So like,
Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if I've ever read, but for movement, like you can move within close range with nothing. If you want to move like further than that, you have to like test. Like if it's in a dangerous situation, because you might be trying to like dodge past people or trying not to like expose yourself, that sort of thing. But
Okay. I am still in fox form. I don't know if that will.
Does it say anything about being able to do magic or not magic in beast form?
It says that I can do. I think it says that. Yeah, I can.
Oh, you cannot cast spells in your beast form.
Cannot. Okay, then no,
Yeah,
I'm not.
because you lose the use of your features,
Gotcha.
equipment, and domain cards. But
Okay,
gain the features
gotcha.
instead. So
Never mind then. Never mind.
So that means you probably haven't been in fox form for
Yeah.
the
No, I
previous
haven't.
combat as well, since you were casting spells then too.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll try to move forward a bit to try to restrain the shaman. So how do I move?
You just move. Say you move forward.
Yeah.
A little
Okay.
more, like ever,
Okay.
like with like say move forward, and you do your roll.
Yeah. Okay.
You want me to go and
Is that close enough? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will try to entangle them. And come on, please, dice. Stop with the fucking fear.
It's a 50-50.
That is 11
well,
with
not
hope.
quite.
Actually, and +2 because it's instinct. A spellcast roll
Yeah.
instinct. So yeah, that's 13 with hope.
Lucky 13.
13 with hope.
So technically it's not 50-50 because you've got fear, hope, and then you've got critical if they match.
Yeah.
Outside of critical.
So what he is going to do in response to that,
Yeah.
he's going to benefit. So he is going to wave his staff again to protect himself.
Okay.
So the entangling just strikes, but doesn't seem to do anything.
Okay.
Rude.
Okay.
And then he don't like that, so yeah, he's actually no. He can do stuff later. It's fine. He has done his thing in response.
Okay.
So has Bertram gotten his act together yet?
No.
hasn't been rolled for a bit.
Yeah.
Then again,
Yeah,
maybe it's
so-
just like
But you do all hear the shaman screeching and pointing his stuff specifically at our front
Max.
now.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Um,
who wants to go next?
Um.
I am not very well equipped for this.
Think
mhm.
Clover is gonna ride goat into this guy and then fly up. Like do an attack and then try to fly up.
So Goat's gonna like headbutt him and then you're gonna leap off, sort of thing.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. So you move close enough, so they will be very close. So you do. Error in script. What?
Error.
What the error? Cannot.
Connection cannot.
It's because you
Do
clicked
destination post at W.
the picture, I think,
Oh.
and you
Oops.
like pressed the thing, so you deleted the goat.
Oh no, I
No!
deleted the goat.
Oh no, the goat!
Okay, yeah. So in that case, give me, Zini, I would like a roll for your going a bit further than close to getting close, and then another roll for booping it, please.
Okay, so a roll with well, what do I add to it? Well, it's a 20 plus
How your goat work?
my
Oh, your
The goat is an
work.
eldritch god in disguise.
well, my goat works on just whatever I can use an action roll to command my companion using instincts and take advantage if they're using one of their companion traits.
Okay. So we'll roll it all together. Like he's just basically doing like a long charge in order to go and get to them, so like increase their defense a bit. Not that it matters with that roll. But then you would add advantage on top. But yeah, 20 hits regardless and things. So he just flies into them and strikes one of them. So move yourself next to him.
Me.
Yeah, the goat just flies in and headbutts one of them.
Cool. And that's a goat attack hits, I assume. So
Yeah.
so 4 damage.
Okay, so how does your goat dispatch this creature?
It's just like a full sprint, like, goat horns forward, just sprint into them and just bash hard against them as Clover leaps off and takes flight, and I'll mark a stress for that.
Okay.
I imagine there's at least a mini bit of Looney Tunes nonsense as the weird amalgam creature just goes flying.
Probably, yeah, just flying
scream.
backward.
So, right. So the shaman doesn't like this at all. So I'm going to use one of my fear. He's going to curse you.
He's gonna curse me.
Curse!
What's cursing do?
You curse a fae.
You hear him chanting in a language you don't understand, and you feel unlucky.
Well, that's rude.
Yeah. Very rude.
You just feel like everything's suddenly down on you, and this was a horrible mistake.
Everyone sees Clover just like kind of like flip back and forth, just like attack, no, but just.
Aw.
So, what next? What's happening?
Do we each go once per like turn, or
They're
We
do
can
multiple.
each technically go as many times as we want until Dark
Yeah.
starts spending sphere.
Take a turn whenever you feel like it.
Yeah,
Whenever
if
you
you've got
think of something to
yeah, if
do.
you have something you want to do, just do it.
I kind of want to mark one stress to do one of my Warden of the Elements things, because I have the feeling Max is going to get hit when the enemies move, and I'm just deciding on whether I want to do fire, which is when an enemy in melee range deals damage to you, they take 1d8 magical damage, which is the one I'm leaning towards, or increasing my armor score or evasion.
So Plamp
I
is
think I'll
stepping
do-
out
I-
real quick. They're on a call.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I just got
Yeah,
back.
Plamp
No,
is
they're
stepping
back,
out.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Okay, never mind. I'm back.
It's
Okay.
all good. I forgot to write in the chat that I delayed, but it's like back.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll mark one more stress, and I think I will incant fire. So if any enemy within melee range deals damage to me, they take 1d8 magical damage, just in case.
Okay.
And do I do another character token, or no?
Yes.
Or okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fire. Yes.
Fire.
I am a hot frog. Yeah.
Hot frog.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not how that song goes.
Wait. I know that's from 4, isn't it? Are you doing
Yeah,
anything else?
yeah. How far is the range on the dual staff? It says that the range for is far for the dual staff. What does that mean? Like,
It is far range because you've moved forward. These guys are very. They are. It's not close. Yeah, it is close. Yeah, these ones would be close, and like the creatures in the back
Okay.
would be far.
okay, I'll try to hit one of these guys with my dual staff, I guess, or those guys would be far. Then
Wait, are you? So the two beast raiders that are right in front of us are close?
yeah, apparently,
It's to Kira currently.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I have an idea of what's potentially going to happen next then. For me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I will. Attack someone with my staff. Yeah,
Who are you gonna attack?
or dual staff. And since it's far, I'll go for one of the raiders, I guess. The Beastkin raider, number 10, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I will try. And that is an action throw. What? No, that there. That is a 12 with fear. Fuck. And that is the dual staff is far. It's
It also goes
2d8
on
plus
instinct, so
2.
you add 2.
Instinct. So
So
okay,
it's
then
14.
it is 14 with fear instead of.
Right.
That hits. Okay, and then I do 2d8 plus 2 magic. That's my primary attack. So that is an 8. Almost, because I assume the 2 tokens are the 2 magic that is added to it. So it's an 8.
Okie dokie. So your attack kind of sweeps through one and manages to blast through to the other one, so it takes both out.
Nice. Okay,
Uh-huh.
and I do another character token, or yeah, okay, because those are all separate actions, right? So yeah.
Oh, didn't you just
3.
set yourself on fire and then attack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so 2 or
Yeah,
3
like that.
or...
That was pretty much in the same motion. Yeah.
Okay, so 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, yeah, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, just think if it's something you could reasonably do, like one after another, like moving and attacking, or
Okay.
doing like a little thing and
Okay,
then
I
something
wasn't-
else.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Okay, it's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Right.
okay.
Well, you did this, so I'm actually gonna take a play turn. Okay, so the shaman will activate. So, and because he's big fancy boy, he gets to make everyone else around him do a thing.
Of
Oh,
course.
He's
Ooh.
gonna walk a little bit forward while motioning at. I mean, there's a very big shiny ball. He's gonna motion
There
at
is-
the toad who's currently killing those things. Right, so the two hunting beasts are just gonna sprint straight at you.
Okay.
Meanwhile, the grappling beast is gonna move a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that it's called Grappler Beast.
I don't like that either. The moment he took that out and I saw the name, I was like, "Fuck."
They're grappling with their
I hate
emotions.
that. I
So,
don't think
Dark,
that's.
are you done
I
with?
don't. I don't think that's the case.
Are your movements all that you've done with the fear? Are you done? Or is there still more you're
That was
doing?
just one token. I've got loads of tokens left.
Yeah.
Oh dear. How many tokens do you
Yeah.
have?
I got another 3. Okay, so and then he's gonna blast Clover out of the sky.
It's gonna try.
I'll make an attempt.
He's gonna
I believe in
blast
Clover.
Clover out of the sky. I am 100% sure.
I believe in
Eugene,
Clover.
screw you! 20!
God damn it.
Ooh.
My hunting beasts can't do anything, but he can hit them.
Right. 20 will hit. But also, does it blast me out of the sky? Because, like, do I stop flying? Because it doesn't say that I stop flying when I get hit.
He doesn't like knock you down or anything. It was more just a turn of
Yeah. Okay.
He does 5 damage to you, like swinging his staff and bolts of energy strike into you.
Right. If it's below the threshold of minor, what was that again?
Then you buff stress.
Okay.
Getting struck, but it's not like hurting. It's more like just it's
And
fatigue basically.
And I
no,
could be
I'll
remembering
mark our
wrong, but
health.
if I'm remembering wrong, if you reach the end of your stress bar, then that is 1 minor
Yeah,
damage.
if you
Is
run
that
out
right?
of stress,
Okay.
then you will start
Gotcha.
taking health damage.
Gotcha.
Like you're overexerting yourself. Okay, then we've got 2 beasties. One is gonna try a nom.
But yes, bite the toad that is on fire.
They don't. They've been told to do a thing. They're doing a thing.
Spicy toad.
Plus that, it does a 12 hit you.
Yes.
Okay, so he will take some damage from your thing, so roll some damage for that, and you will take... That is an atrocious... That is cocked. No, apparently it's not cocked because it's staying there. Okay, it does 7 damage.
Okay, that is 1 point of damage, and I will roll 1d8. Okay, where's the d? There it is. How do I roll? Do I just
Can
So
roll.
right click
right
or
click?
hover over and hit
Roll.
R.
Okay, gotcha. Okay,
Nice.
that is an 8.
Spicy.
Nice.
Okay,
Nice
which
and
one?
spicy.
This one has a squid face, which is now smelling like calamari.
Yum.
Okay, yeah, that he did not like that. That burnt him up good, but yeah, he did 7 damage to you, and he managed to knock you to the floor and apply fun. So the other one is going to attempt to leap on that advantage.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Can I use my armor to lower that to under 9?
That's like the next attack. Did you hear the first damage?
What was the first one?
The first lot of damage was 7.
Yeah, I'll take that. That's fine.
Yeah, and then does a 10 hit you?
Oh, a 10 hits me. Yes, that hits me. Yeah, I thought that was damage. Sorry. Yeah.
So yeah, the other one leaps on you while you're on the floor. This one, and does a 5.
5. Okay.
It's nearly 11.
Not even halfway.
Yeah. But I mean, the dice it was on 11, and the dice went, no, we're gonna keep moving on.
I'll take that. So I'm
So
down
5
to
damage to
hip. Okay. Yeah.
And can you
And another
Yeah,
roll. Yeah.
More space.
That is a 3.
Okay. Only a minor burn on that one.
Yeah.
Deals some damage.
What does this one smell like?
Burnt shoes.
Ew.
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 Burnt leather. Ew.
Oh, they can't all be winners.
Christy is feeling very tired, and it has been 3 hours since we started. This is an awkward place to stop, but considering...
How much fighting there's likely left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can just do the rest of my things, and then we'll continue next time.
Sure.
Thank you.
So you finish your turn, and then we'll pick back up next time.
It's okay. No, don't
And
worry
all
about
things
it.
considered, this might work out narratively, because with all the commotion going on, if Lewis's character was taking a nap in the stables, he might have woken up.
Yeah.
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 Woken a giant.
You made a mistake.
Literally.
Quite literally, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to use a second to move some minions.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
So they are just going to run over. They've been told to murder this one, so they're going to...
Yes.
Get the spicy frog.
And I transferred some to Fit, so he gonna turn to Fit. And the grapple beast is gonna use the fear to charge forward and swipe with its tentacles at Clover.
I'm in the sky. How much does that matter?
Close range, so it's got very long tentacles. So it swipes up to grab you.
It's a big thing.
Yes, it is a big thing.
Alright.
Think of it like Reach. He has Reach.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so he's gonna Bullet Rush. But yeah, just tentacles. He's not gonna try to like do grapply stuff or anything.
Yeah.
Probably not gonna. Sweaty.
Why are you rolling so high?
Yeah.
Mark.
Because he's
What the
GMing.
It's actually a 17. Does a 17 hit?
Yeah. Even with my +2, it gets to 15.
Well, this thing hits. Freaking the hunting beasts, which I was worried about, have done nothing.
They're just chickens. It's fine.
So, 2.
2?
2.
Well, it kind of hits.
2 damage. It kind of just flicks you with the edge of a tentacle.
Oh, just sort of like
Okay,
slimy, kind of
It
slappy
makes
sound.
me just adds another little stress.
I mean, yeah, I would get stressed out
It
too if I
matters.
was
If
touched
you
by a
wanted
tentacle.
to use armor, it would be halved against the attack.
What?
Then not. Because of this thing, if you used armor, your armor is halved rounding up against this particular attack. Also, he's actually knocked you further into the sky.
Also, does he still have Ranger focus on him?
Yes.
Okay.
It doesn't like go away. Yeah, so
Wait,
he's
Okay,
still
then
got
I'll
that.
move
does-
that closer.
2
Yeah.
damage, but it's halved but negated up. So For me,
No,
it would be
he does 2 damage. If you decided to use armor to stop it, you would half your armor value rounding up.
yeah. Okay, so that would be because my armor is 3, so it would be 2 because it's 1.5.
Yeah. So if you want
Rounded
to use
up,
an
so
armor
I
slot,
could just negate it.
Yeah, you could just completely negate it if you want.
Okay, I'll just negate it.
Okay. But yeah, he knocks you further out. So you would have jumped up. So you were in close range. You're now in far range from it because he's just kind of flicks you into the air.
Just does a little like cartwheel into the sky. Just a little
Whee!
tumble.
Okay. So yeah, that has happened. Is there a way to make is there a way to make these actually fly?
I don't know.
There
I think you
probably
can like
is,
there's
but I
like a
Because if
don't
you
token you can put
remember how.
underneath and Clover stands on it or something, or I don't.
Can you
I
make
don't
a
know.
little table for them?
Yeah, like a little thing that denotes that they're in the air. Yeah.
Just keep flipping them. Just
Yeah.
I have a much easier way.
Yeah, like
Just
that.
get a stack of.
Exactly.
These do not stack correctly. There we go. You are no.
Snapping.
I mean, we managed to get the things,
I will do this
our
next
things
time.
stacked.
I know you're 3 up. We will figure that out next time.
Mhm.
I mean, I guess someone can just write in their notebook, Clover got yeeted into the sky.
Already done it.
Yeah, I'll type it.
True.
We have notes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that will be today then. Tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow. Next
Next
time.
week.
Next time, continuing with the film.
We end
Next
with.
time, Lewis
Yeah.
can come in heroically.
Aha!
Yeah.
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 But also, I do have a plan for what I'm doing next immediately, because Dark, you said you've finished up your turn, so it's back to us?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I know exactly what I'm doing immediately. These 4 have made some decisions. They're a little too close to the ice-breathing dragon.
Hell yeah.
Excellent. Good. Excellent.
And I have 4 hope to burn.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot I have a hope. Or a couple hope, whatever.
You got to cool off their
We'll figure
burns,
that
you
out.
know?
Yeah.
They need ice pack on their burns.
Grappler Beast has also made
Yeah,
a
they've
mistake.
been
It has
burned.
moved
Oh,
too
yeah.
close to goats.
Exactly. Grappler beast.
You mess with goat.
You get the
should
horns.
Goat, I mean, we haven't put it out here, but should Goat have their own token?
Yeah, I'll make a picture for next time so he has his
Yeah.
own token.
I just
Yeah.
I just want to point something out, which is that if you like,
Okay, that works.
regardless of which way you're looking at Clover's token, they're always facing to their right. So if you sort of
Yeah.
flip backwards and forwards, they're changing direction. It's very disorienting.
it's
It
great. I
feels
love it.
appropriate for Clover.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. That's what happens if you do.
Anyway.
But yeah,
Yeah.
there we
Okay,
go.
Yeah,
I'm
Christy, go sleep.
sleep for
Christy
Christy goes
Steve
sleep,
also
Chris
probably
ends the
goes sleep.
stream.
It's
Yeah.
all sleep. Everybody sleep. We'll be back.
I'm not going to sleep. It's like 5:30 in the afternoon.
Well,
Ah,
that's a
sleep.
skill issue.
6:30 in the afternoon for me.
I won't be
Yeah.
sleep. I will be getting dinner.
Same.
And then sleep.
But
I
yeah.
might go back to sleep.
Yes. Leave the game.
More sleep.
And, yeah.
Take
Yeah.
it. Man.
But yes, we'll be back tomorrow with some doodle times. And by times, I mean an hour earlier times, because clocks. Might do a morning stream to make up for not having one today. Don't know. High pitched voice. But yeah, we're gonna go sleep now. Thanks for everything, everybody.
Hope-
We've been
hope-
kicked out of the thing.
Hope y'all have a good one and a good
Freedom.
Easter if you celebrate, good weekend if you don't, and also if you celebrate, just good stuff in general.
Good
Good
stuff.
night.
Take care.
Yeah.
Be kind
To
to yourself.
portray someone on this Easter day.
Yeah, in the spirit of
Yes.
Easter.
In the spirit of Easter, let's go raid a tomb.
Yes. Yep.
If we're
Indeed.
reincarnation, that would be the time.
Yes.
Bye.
Yeah. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.